I'm not sure about the warm lighting. I don't tend to look great in warm lighting. That looks a bit better. Hello, everybody. So first off, I want to thank all of you for helping me reach 30,000 subscribers. Last year, if you told me that I would hit 30,000 subscribers, I probably would have just collapsed on the spot. I wouldn't have believed you. I wouldn't have believed a damn thing. So again, I want to thank absolutely everybody who helped me get to this spot. I'm very grateful for all of it, and I'm very grateful for all of you. Now, on to the main event. Shit, is my microphone working? It's Leon Kuwata. Yes, it is. I guess this is the second main event. My hair is crusty as fuck. Just full of hairspray to get this thing to stand the fuck up. Because I didn't want to fucking... I didn't want to crimp it because I would have to go and buy a crimper, and I fucking hate I fucking hate the texture of crimped wigs. It always feels like they've become fried and unusable. It happened to my Mekon wig, and I spent like an hour and a half yesterday trying to iron it out from like... I don't have a proper wig stand yet, so I put like this head on my table, and I'm just trying to iron it without the head tipping over, which is a pain in the ass. But yeah, why do you cosplay Leon? I like it. I like him. He's fun to cosplay. And honestly, I worked too hard on this beard to, like, just leave it. Like, I get it. Like, what the fuck is that? Is that my actual hair sticking? No, it's fine. It's the headphone cord. But yeah, like, just because I really like Sayaka doesn't mean I dislike Leon. Like, I love both. They're both great. You like jazz? Okay. Finally, on to the main event. So for those who don't know, My Immortal is an infamous fanfic that was horribly written. It was written by Tara Gillespie, back in 2006. And, it inspired that really terrible book series called Harry Potter. This was the original. It made a really bad fanfic written by Tuff. And, yeah. My Immortal, like, you would suggest, like, you would think that I would find this absolutely terrifying, but I do not. Like, given how I talked about, Kokichi the other day, you would just think that this would be terrifying for me, but it is not. It is terrible. Don't get me wrong. This is terrible. But it is fascinating to me. Like, My Immortal is fascinating to me. Like, it is just a joy to go through, pick apart, analyze, and think about. It is that much fun. It is so much better, unironically, than Harry Potter. It is just a delight for me to go through. It is just fantastic. I have censored part of the text because there is unfortunately a slur in the first, in the outline. I'll be reading the whole thing. But here's the twist. My patron chat suggested that instead of just reading My Immortal to you all just directly, we also go and use this. Every time a new character is introduced, I'm going to be spinning this wheel. I honestly don't know which way to look to make this look like... The wheel is that way for me, but it might look like I'm just facing away from y'all. Yeah. But every time a new character is introduced, I will spin this wheel. And whoever shows up will be that new character. So, we're not... Rantaro is a fluke. He might show up later, but, like, this was just to demonstrate. Alright. Obviously, I did not write this. It was published on this site 5 years ago. Published March 17th, 2011, so... Wow, we are actually standing on hallowed ground. It's been 15 years since this was published. Some of y'all were born after this fic was released, and that is that is weird to me, because, like, when I hear 2006, I'm like, 2006? I was 7 then. And, like, even then I was like, I'm very young, but, like, some of y'all are, like, actually born after this, and that's weird. Alright. Those who remember My Immortal well should also remember the first few chapters were co-written with Raven, hence why they are spelt better, but don't worry, Raven leaves in chapter 16. However, she seems to return. That is the first thing I like to analyze, because, like, there's a story with the authors as well, because when Raven returns, the story doesn't, like, return to its original, level of quality. Like, I think the story is that secretly Tara Gillespie murdered Raven behind the scenes and then pretended that she'd come back. You know, we don't know who the author is. We don't know if this is a troll fic or a real fic. You know. However, she seems to return. The copy on here, I'm pretty sure, is the 100% original version of My Immortal with no edits at all outside those by Raven, which were in the original. This will include the Hacker chapter 39, which I don't think we'll read, and the original chapter 39, and I don't think it contains the My Immortal 2. I also include links to the My Immortal movie and other sites where you can read more at the end. I don't think that's actually a thing. Like, I think they're on YouTube. The lore is strong with this one. Yes, I am obsessed with My Immortal lore. It is far more fascinating to me. It is great. Alright. There is an excerpt from Encyclopedia Dramatica, but, you know, they're terrible, so I'm not going to read that. Alright. Let us begin the adventure. I hope enemy is Gundam. Plot twist, Eris wrote My Immortal. I would need to have written the whole thing when I was 7. My Immortal 2. I don't think that exists. If it existed, I probably would have found it by now. Alright. So, we need to pick a main character. Let's go! Our main character is Gonta Gokuhara! Oh no! Gonta, I'm sorry. Chapter 1. AN. Special thanks, get it, cause I'm Gothic, to my GF, you, not in that way, ew. Raven, Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the story and spelling. Ooh rock. Justin, the love of my depressing life, ooh rock too, MCR rocks. I forgot that this thing had homophobia in the first, like, sentence. And, you know, to lesbians in the audience, I am very sorry. Hi, my name is Gonta Darkness Dementia Raven Gokuhara, and I have long, ebony black hair, that's how I got my name, with purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid-back, and icy blue eyes, like, his eyes aren't blue, they're red. Honestly, that's probably better. But I'm gonna just keep reading. And a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. What? And if you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here. I'm not related to Jared Way, but I wish I was, because he's a major fucking hottie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch, and I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. What? MCR is My Chemical Romance. Like, for all this fucking fandom's faults, sorry, not faults, like, for all this fucking fics faults, it has impeccable taste in music. MCR is great. Evanescence is great. Who is Amy Lee? You have to get the hell out of here. But nah, Amy Lee is the main singer of Evanescence, which the fics called My Immortal. You know, My Immortal, written by Evanescence. And if you don't know who Evanescence is the band that wrote Bring Me to Life. Gonta's in his emo face. No, it's his goth face! Emo wouldn't come until a couple years later. Someone has to have made Gonta fan art. Well, I imagine someone will by the end of the stream. Where the fuck was I? I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. I was walking outside Hogwarts. I'm just gonna call it Hope's Peak, because let's face it. I won't change the magic, but I'll call it Hope's Peak. I was walking outside Hope's Peak. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them. "Hey, Gonta!" shouted a voice. I looked up. It was... Who is it? Place your bets now! Oh no. Honestly, that's probably very fitting. That's very fitting casting. This is a mess. Yes, it is. It was Byakuya Togami. "What's up, Togami?" I asked. Wait, no, it would be his first name. "What's up, Byakuya?" I asked. "Nothing," he said shyly. But then I heard my friends call me and I had to go away. Honestly, I'm just very glad that Gonta has friends. Oh my god, Gonta's a baddie! Okay, the Gonta in a corset probably exists somewhere. I know that, like, back in, Victorian times, Gonta would actually, like, not Gonta, fuck! Men would also wear corsets because it was, like, seen as a back support. It was just that, like, it was more common for, like, women to wear them because, like, most women, you know, bazongas. Ian, is it good? Please tell me, thanks. Also, sorry if I keep, like, scratching my beard. There's, like, a pointy bit that keeps poking into my lip, which is a bit annoying. Ian, thanks to Bloody Tier 666 for helping me with the chapter. BTW, prep stop flamming my story, okay? The next day, I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black ebony, and inside of it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends. I got out of my coffin. Honestly, the hot pink actually fits for this universe. It would still be seen as edgy because that's the color of blood. History lessons with Eris. Yes, I know a little bit about history. I got out of my coffin and took off my giant MCR t-shirt, which I use for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets on. I put on 4 pairs of earrings in my pierced ears and put my hair in a kind of messy bun. My friend... We're gonna spin again! Maki? Honestly, that's pretty fitting. The only out there casting so far has been Gonta himself. Plot twist for Danganronpa. Gonta was raised by vampires instead of dinosaur things or wolves. My friend, Maki, and Raven, this is you, woke up then and grinned at me. She flipped her long waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini, fishnets, and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup. Black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner. What, that's it? That's it? I forget how, like, wild, 2006 makeup was. Like, this would literally be everything. To be fair, that constituted my look in university. Oh, MFG, I saw you talking to Byakuya Togami yesterday, she said excitedly. Yeah? So? I said, blushing. Do you like Byakuya? She asked as we went out of the, out of the monodem common room and into the dining room. Into the cafeteria. No, I so fucking don't, I shouted. Yeah, right, she exclaimed. Just then, Byakuya walked up to me. This has got to be satire. We don't actually know. Now, if it was written now, this would definitely be satire. But I would not know if I was reading it back in 2006. That was the state of the fanfiction, that was the state of the fanfiction sphere. Also, my hair is crusty as fuck. I'm sorry, I keep touching it. Yeah, right, she exclaimed. Just then, Byakuya walked up to me. Hi, he said. Hi, I replied flirtily. Guess what? He said. What? I asked. Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade. I don't know what the equivalent of that would be. On Jabberwock Island. Hogsmeade is Jabberwock Island. Good Charlotte is having a concert on Jabberwock Island, he told me. Oh my fucking god, I screamed. I love GC. They are my favorite band besides MCR. Well, do you want to go with me? He asked. I gasped. Given that the singers are actually, like, real people, I probably won't. I probably won't give them characters. Ah, fuck it! We're here already. Chapter 3. AN. Stop flamming the storio preps, okay? Otherwise, thanks to the Gothic people for the good reviews. Thanks again, Raven. Oh yeah, but BTW, I don't own this or the lyrics for Good Charlotte. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. That doesn't sound like it'd be fun to wear, but then again, I've got thick as fuck thighs, so like if I wore them, it'd just be like poking out through it. Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the back and front. You mean lacing? I put a matching fishnet on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention there's self-harm in this. I'm just warning you now, there's more self-harm to come. Gonta swearing is the most unfitting thing in canon, really. But yeah. There is self-harm in this fic. There's lots of suicide talk. If that's something that's triggering for you right now, I mean, the way it's written, I can't take it seriously personally, but if it's, like, triggering for you, I would definitely advise, like, you know, you might have to skip this one. I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists. I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to some GC. I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. Tons of black eyeliner, like what I'm wearing. Like what I'm wearing. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went outside. Byakuya was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. They would play at the show, too. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner. And a lot of cute boys wear it, okay? Hi, Byakuya, I said in a depressed voice. Hi, Gonta, he said back. We walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz, the license plate said 666, and flew to the place with the concert. On the way, we listened to excitedly to Good Charlotte, and I'm not going to read Marilyn Manson because he's a rapist. I'm trying to think. Fuck it. Within Temptation. That's my favorite band. It's goth. It'll fit. Marilyn Manson. And listen to Good Charlotte and Within Temptation. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte. Now, you would hope this thing lands on an actual musician, but it could land on fucking anyone. Oh my god! Oh my god! We just missed her! We just missed Ibuki! Transgunta arc? Yes, Transgunta arc. You're coming cold, you're covered in blood, they're all so happy. I don't actually remember this one. The doctor cuts your cord, hands you to your mom. She sets you free into this life. Sang Kyo. I don't own the lyrics to this song. To that song, sorry. Oh god. Kyo is so fucking hot, I said to Byakuya, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Okay, yeah, I mean, given that ritual, he actually can sing pretty well. Oh, thank you. Suddenly, Byakuya looked sad. What's wrong? I asked as we moshed the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it okay? I don't like him better than you, I said. Really? Asked Byakuya sensitively, and he put his arm around me all protective. Really? Gonta said. I said. Besides, Gonta don't even know Kyo, and he's going out with... I'm gonna reroll if I get Angie, just because that shit makes me really, really uncomfortable. Oh, God. Okay! He's going with Himiko fucking Yumeno. Gonta fucking hate that little bitch. I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. The night went on really well, and I had a great time. So did Byakuya. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Kyo for their autographs and photos with them. We got GC concert tees. This was always so confusing to me because I'm like, how did you afford that? But I was just poor. Byakuya and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back to Hope's Peak. Instead, he drove his car into the forest. Himiko is probably debatably worse. Oh yeah, I forgot this chapter has a really bad written sex scene. So, you know, minors, you know, if you were born, like, after this fic was released, if this fic is older than you are, please don't stick around. I'm, like, not comfortable reading it to, like, minors. So I'm going to assume that everyone is over 18. And I said, stop flaming, okay? Gonta's name is Gnota, not Marusu, okay? Byakuya is so in love with him that he is acting different. They knew each other before, okay? Byakuya cries and rich. Gonta really promoting Himiko's slander. This is why we can't have nice things. It isn't definitely why we can't have nice things, but I love this thing anyway. Byakuya, I shouted. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Byakuya didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and walked out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously. What the fucking hell? I asked angrily. Gonta? He asked. What? I snapped. Gonta leaned in extra close and I looked into his gothic red eyes, he was wearing color contacts, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness, and then suddenly I didn't feel mad anymore. And then, suddenly, just as Byakuya kissed me passionately, Byakuya climbed on top of me and we started to make out keenly against a tree. He took off my top and I took off his clothes. I even took off my bra. Then he put his thing into my you-know-what. I looked at it for the first time. Please, don't. I asked you to leave if you were a minor. Oh, I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm. We started to kiss everywhere. My pale body became all warm. And then... Okay, I'm gonna spin now, just so if it actually turns up as a character I can voice. Oh no. Oh no, it's Nekomaru! What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers? It was... Nekomaru! This is the best fanfiction ever, and I stand by that, but also, please don't. It is absolutely cursed. It is the best kind of cursed. AN. Stop flaming. If you flam, it means you're a prep or poser. The only reason Dumbledore swore. The only reason Nekomaru swore is because he had a headache, okay? And on top of that, he was mad at them for having sex. P.S. I'm not updating until I get 5 good reviews. Nekomaru made, and Byakuya and I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily. You ludicrous fools! He shouted. I started to cry, tears of blood down my pallid face. Byakuya comforted me. When we went back to the academy, Nekomaru took us to— oh god, there's 2 characters! Was he constipated instead of a headache? Probably. Get ready, headphone users. Alright, the first one is... Oh god, is it gonna be... Oh my god, it's Kaide! Oh no, I forgot. I forgot what Snape... I said I, like, love this fanfic, but also I completely forgot about some of the stuff that happens in it. And who's the other one? Who's the other one? Oh no, it's Aoi Asahina. Nekamaru took us to Kaide Akamatsu and Aoi Asahina, who were both looking very angry. Oh god, that would be really fucking disturbing. They were having sexual intercourse in the forest! He asked in a furious voice.
Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces?
Asked Aoi Asahina.
How dare you?
Demanded Kaide Akamatsu, and then Byakuya shrieked, because I love him! God, that was the worst thing ever. Everyone was quiet. Nekamaru and Aoi still looked mad, but Kaide said,
Fine, very well, you may go up to your rooms.
Byakuya and I went upstairs while the students glared at us. This is gonna be so awkward in a couple of chapters' time. Are you okay? Okay, Gonta? Byakuya asked me gently. Yeah, this is gonna be really gross in a few chapters.
Yeah,
Gonta guess. I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and my hair and changed into a low-cut, black full-length dress with red lace all around it and black high heels. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom and Byakuya was standing in front of the bathroom and he started to sing I Just Want to Live by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed. After that, we said goodnight and he reluctantly went back to his room. I forget that not everybody knows about this, but it is a piece of internet history, and I think that, like, you should read it if it's something you can stomach. Chapter 6. AN. Shit up, preps, okay? P.S. I will not update until you give me good reviews. The next day, I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the end and a matching top with red skulls all over it and high-heeled boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray-painted my hair with purple. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk and a glass of red blood. Suddenly, someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled over my top. Bastard! I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when I looked up, because I was looking into someone else's face! Oh no. Oh no! This is gonna get confusing! Oh my god, that is simultaneously the worst and best character it could have landed on! Oh my god! I was looking off into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky hair and with red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore. That's the best part. What the fuck? And now he was wearing red contact lenses just like Draco's, and there was no scar on his forehead anymore. He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joel Madden. Yeah, there's another character he looks exactly like. He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him, kind of like an erection, only I'm not reading the rest of that sentence. I'm so sorry, he said in a shy voice. That's alright. What's your name? I questioned. Oh, this is another bit that's great. My name's Byakuya Togami, although most people call me a vampire these days, he grumbled. Why? I exclaimed. Because I love the taste of human blood, he giggled. Well, Gonta is vampire, I confessed. Really? He whimpered. Yeah! I roared. We sat to talk down for a while. Then Draco came up behind me and told me... Then Byakuya came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him. Do Drary shippers ship too? Copy? Man, that's some serious narcissism right there. Repost a note. I also forgot to mention you should read some of the commentaries people write here. They're hilarious. Maybe later. There's 7,000 reviews. AN. Chapter 7. Bring Me to Life. It's not a relevant song title at all. AN. Well, okay, you guys. I'm only writing this because I got 5 good reviews. And by the way, I won't write the next chapter till I get 10 good fans. Stall flaming or I'll report you. Ebony... Gunga isn't a Marie Sue, okay? He isn't perfect. He's a Satanist. And he has problems. He's depressed, for God's sakes. Why would you make God so depressed? I like your Leon cosplay. Oh, thank you. Byakuya and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist sings on my nails in red nail polish. And does that sound like... See, does that sound like a Marusutu? I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Byakuya? This has to be a troll. We don't actually know. That's the thing. That's what makes this so fascinating to me. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Byakuya. Oh yeah, there's another sex scene, so minors, avert your eyes. The author's enough of a character in a story that we should roll a character for them at this point. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Alright, who is the true writer of My Immortal? Oh my god, no! Sakura! Sakura did this? We went to his room and locked the door. Then, we started Frenching passively, and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He felt me up before I took off my top. Then I took off my black leather bra, and he took off his pants. We went on the bed and started making out naked, and then he put his boy's thingy in mine, and we had sex! See, is that stupid? Yeah. Yeah. No! No, guys! Like... Y'all need to... No! No minors reading it! There is porn! Oh, Byakuya! Byakuya! I screamed while getting the thing, when all of a sudden I saw a tattoo that I'd never seen before on Byakuya's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it, in bloody gothic writings, were the words... Vampire! Turn it down! Your mom can't hear this! I was so angry. You bastard! I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed. No, no, you don't understand, Draco pleaded, but I knew too much. No, you fucking idiot, I shouted. I'm not reading the next sentence. I put on my clothes all huffily and then stumped out. Byakuya ran out, even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom, where he was having a lesson with Kaide Akamatsu and some other people. Vampire Togami! Wait, fuck. Vampire Togami, you motherfucker! I yelled. It sounds like something Who Makes Gacha Life Smart would write. It's worse because this is a great scene to join the stream, I think. Yes. This is so awkward. I thought I age restricted this. There's a snake in my snake. Chapter 8. Stop flassing, okay? If you do, then you're a prep. I can't believe that Tara Gillespie predicted flossing. Everyone in the class stared at me, and then Byakuya came into the room, even though he was naked, and started begging me to take him back. Glanta, it's not what you think, Byakuya screamed sadly. My friend, another random person. Oh no, it's Mahiru! Hi. This is a nightmare. I can't interest or crime scenes. Well, fuck. That's a pain in the ass. My friend, Bloody Mary Koizumi, smiled at me understatedly. She flipped her long waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like bloods that she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup on. Mahiru was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is an ultimate, but... Oh yeah, I have to... This is the first mention! I've just realized this is the first mention of the big bad! Which means we need to roll again! Oh my god. Is it gonna be... Is it gonna be... Oh my god. But Makoto Naegi killed her mother and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it and she's very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her real last name is Koizumi and not... Sato. I'm not reading the next sentence. It has no variation. It has no bearing on the plot.
What is it you desire, you ridiculous dimwit?
Kaede demeaned angrily in her cold voice, but I ignored her. Makoto has a gun! Ah yes, Makoto Naegi, the true ultimate despair. Vampire, Gonta can't believe you cheated on Gonta with Byakuya, I shouted at him. Everyone gasped. What? I don't know why Gonta was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire. I'm bi, and so was Gonta for a while. But then he broke my heart. He dumped me. He dumped me because he liked... Oh, fuck! Brittany is a recurring character! Honestly, it's gonna be fucking hilarious if this turns out to be Celestia Ludenberg. Well! I can't believe this thing is just going... is just Ken assigning Himiko Yumeno as a prep. He dumped me because he liked Himiko, a stupid preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. He'd gone through horrible problems and now he was gothic. Haha, like I would hang out with a prep. But I'm not going out with Byakuya anymore, said Vampire. Yeah, fucking right! Fuck off, you bastard! I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the forest where I'd lost my virility to Byakuya, and then I started to bust into tears. Kai's lines sound like something Hiyoko would say. Yeah. Chapter 9. And stop flaming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is from the movie, okay? So it's not my fault if Nekamari swears. But sweet, I said he needed to shit. And Darius-san Kaide doesn't lick the imposter now is because she's Christian and Vampire is a Satanist. MCR rocks. I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Byakuya for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Byakuya. Then, all of a suddenly, an horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose. Basically like Makoto Naegi in the movie. And he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Makoto Naegi! No! I shouted in a scared voice, but then Makoto shouted, Imperious, and I couldn't run away. Crookshanks! I shouted at him. Makoto fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped. Gonta, he yelled. Thou must kill Vampire Togami. I thought about Vampire and his sexa eyes and his gothic black hair and how his face looks just like Joel Madden. I remembered that Byakuya had said I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Byakuya went out with the Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up? When Gonta was young boy, Gonta's father took Gonta into city to see marching band. That is where Gonta went missing. I definitely want to see fan art this stream after this. Honestly, I do too. No, Makoto, I shouted back. Makoto gave me a gun. No, please, I begged. Thou must, he yelled. If thou does not, then I shall kill thy beloved Byakuya. Oh, fuck, I forgot there was a slur here. How did you know? I asked in surprised way. Makoto got a dude seriously look on his face. I have telekinesis, he answered cruelly. So he can move objects with his mind, but he can't. Wait, shit, did I leave a Discord link in the description? When is Akane Owari showing up? Whenever I roll her. And if you doth not kill Vampire, then thou will know what will happen to Draco. Then thou will know what happened to Byakuya, he shouted. Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad and didn't know what to do. Suddenly, Byakuya came into the woods. This is like that dangin' shitpost when Gonta googled what do when boss give gun. Who's the protagonist? It is Gonta. Draco. Sorry, fuck. Gonta. Fuck! Byakuya, I said. Hi. Hi, he said back, but his face was a little sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram, get it, between Joel Madden and Jared Way. Are you okay? I asked. No, he said. I'm sorry I got all mad at you. Gonta's sorry he got mad at you, but Gonta thought you cheated on him. I expelled. That's okay, he said, all depressed, and we went back to Hope's Peak together, making out. That would be difficult, wouldn't it? Like... Oh, fuck, I forgot there's another slur here. And stop it. If you do not like my story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle effort, Al, and she and Vampire are evil. That's why they moved houses, okay? I was really scared about Makoto all day. I was even upset went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band, Bloody Gothic Roast 666. I'm the lead singer of it, and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between GC, Slipknot, and MCR. I feel like that wouldn't be too difficult to achieve. They're all kind of in the same genre. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco. That's a new character! We spin the wheel again! Oh god. Oh my god! Tangy! That is probably the best! Okay. Angie, although we call her Diabolo now, she has black hair now with blue streaks in it. And another new character. I don't care about what's slur in the Harry Potter universe. It's terrible. Oh my god, is it? Oh no! This is gonna be awkward. And Chihiro. Only today, Byakuya and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming, and we wrote songs instead. I knew Byakuya was probably slitting his wrists. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a C-O-R-S-S. There's no way I'm writing that. Or a steak. and Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs and a tiny matching miniskirt that said Simple Plan on the butt. You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. It's chill if you're a slut. They call it— No, Diabolo! GC is good Charlotte, I think. Chihiro's edgy face. This is everyone's edgy face, to be honest. We were singing a cover of Helena, and at the end of the song, I suddenly bust into tears. Gonta, are you okay? Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice. I'm just gonna call her Mahiro. What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily, and then I said, well, Makoto come, and the fucking bastard told Gonta to fucking kill imposter. But Gonta don't want to kill him, because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Byakuya. But if I don't kill imposter, then Makoto will fucking kill Byakuya. I burst into tears. Suddenly, Byakuya jumped out from behind a wall. Why didn't you fucking tell me? He shouted. How could you? You fucking poser bitch. See, is dead out of character? Chihiro's not only a student. We'll see that later. Gonta says fuck. Wait, this isn't pregame V3. Nope. I started to cry and cry. Byakuya started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly, Nekomaru walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew this time it wasn't because he had to shit. What have you done? He started to cry wisely. See, that's basically nut swear, and this time he was really upset, and ooh, we'll see why. Gonta Byakuya has been found in his room. He committed suicide but slitting his wrists. Okay, so, you know, in a weird way, this all actually does loop right back. Like, there are so many inconsistencies in the next few chapters that they all actually cancel each other out and make perfect logical sense. Chapter 11. An. I said stop flaming up, preps. See if this chapter is stupid. It deals with really serious issues. See for herself if it's stupid. Put her double thanks to my friend Raven for helping me. Look, as someone who is manic depressed, this is fucking hilarious. No! No! I screamed. I was horrified. Mahiru tried to comfort me, but I told her fuck off and I ran into my room crying myself. Nekomaru chased after me, shouting, but he had to stop when I went to my room, because he would look like a perv that way. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood, and then I slit both of my wrists. They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. I can't do that, unfortunately, because... I can't do that because, copyright, but, you know. I grabbed a stake and almost stuck it into my heart to commit suicide. I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it sandally. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed. Kaide was spying on me and she was taking a videotape of me. Ah, new character. God, who the fuck will it be? Oh no. Why am I watching this? Good question. And Sonya was masticating to it. Why was she chewing to it? She's just sitting outside with a bowl of popcorn just going, They were sitting on broomsticks. Ew, you fucking pervs, stop looking at Gonta naked. Are you pedos or what? I like to imagine that, like, he doesn't know what it means. I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of puppies on it. Suddenly, Vampire ran in. Abracadabra! He yelled at Kaide and Sonya, pointing his womb. I took my gun and shot Kaide and Sonya a gazillion times, and they both started screaming, and the camera broke. Suddenly, Nekomaru ran in. Gonta, it has been revealed that someone is... No! He shouted, looking at Kaide and Sonya, and then he waved his wand, and suddenly... Chihiro ran outside on their broom and said, everyone, we need to talk. There is no less than 6 characters in the room, and no one specified who this is. I'm just gonna create, like, one random person. One random person shows up for a single line. Oh, it is- oh, okay, never mind. They're saying Sonya said it.
What do you know? What do you know, Chihiro? You're just a little Host Pig student.
I may be a Host Peak student. Chihiro paused angrily. But I am also a Satanist. Was Conte given a mini-gun? Back, what happened? Chaos.
This cannot be,
Kaid said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from her hand where Nekamaru's gun had shot her.
There must be other factors.
You don't have any! I yelled in madly. Sonia held up the camera triumphantly.
The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there.
I felt faint, more than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood. You know, casual feeling, you know, that's pretty normal.
Why are you doing this?
Sonia said angrily while she rubbed her dirty hands on her cloak. And then I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from them. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy, or to bite them and drink their blood because I felt faint. Because, Chiro said, and they paused in the air dramatically, waving their gun in the air. Then swooped they in, singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. What?
Because you're gothic?
Kaide asked in a little afraid voice because she was afraid it meant they were connected with Satan. Because I love him! Chapter 12. The writing actually gets confusing and more weird, like a few more chapters in. At the moment, it's still actually pretty good. You know, good, compared to the rest of the fic. And stop A-ing, okay? Chihiro is a pervert. No, I don't think they are. A lot of people in American schools are looked at. I wanted to address the issue. How do you know Kaid isn't Christian? Plus, Chihiro isn't really in love with Gonta. That was... I don't know who the fuck that is. Which, you know, means we're spinning again. Who was it? Who was it actually? It was actually Akane Owari. Chihiro isn't really in love with Gonta. That was Akane, okay? Why are we doing this? What did we do to you? You've done nothing. I was about to slit my wrists again with the silver knife that Byakuya had given me in case something happened to him. He told me to use it valiantly against an enemy, but I knew that we must both go together. No! No! I thought it was Chihiro, but it was Vampire. He started to scream. Oh, if you know, my scar hurts. And then, his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. I stopped. How did you know? I saw it, and my scar turned back into the lightning bolt. No! I ran up closer. Gonta thought you didn't have scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Angie changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation. He said back, anyway, my scar hurt, and it turned back into the lightning bolt. Save me. And then I had a vision of what was happening to Byakuya. Makofo has him bondage. It's like, Kami, God, like, I addressed this in the video I released. Like, a tour isn't really a good term to use, because that was, like, a mistake of the translation that's actually led to more, like, anti-Polynesian sentiments since its release. Like, people already don't take Polynesian religions, like, seriously. Reversal to despair girl scenario. Anyway, I was in the nurse's office now, recovering from my slit wrists. Kaide and Sonia and Chihiro were here too. They were going to St. Mango's after they recovered, cause... How do I fucking read this? Can't have those fucking pervs teaching the school with lots of hot girls.
Nakamaru had constipated sitting on
camera. Okay. Nakamaru had constipated the video camera they took of me naked. I put up my middle finger at them. Anyway, Chihiro came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. Ganata, I need to tell you something, they said in a very serious voice, giving me the roses. Fuck off, I told them. You know Gonta fucking hate color pink anyway, and Gonta don't like fucked up preps like you. I snapped. Chihiro had been mean to me before for being gothic. No, Ganata. Those aren't roses. What? Are they goths too? You pros are prep? I asked because I was angry that they had brought me pink roses. Yes, Gonta, you have established this. I mean, you can at me on Tumblr. Hang on, hang on. My Tumblr is xxeris, so you could, like, at me on Tumblr, and I'll take a look at it then. Kaden, put that sentence back in your mouth. At least I'm not doing this seriously. Hey. I saved your life. Chihiro yelled angrily. No, you didn't, Gonta replied. You saved Gonta from getting a Paris Hilton P video made from your scene and being viewed by Kaid and Sonya. Who masturbated. See, is that spelled wrong? Do it. Yeah, it is spelled wrong. It is spelled wrong. Was Gonta not the one who was wearing pink fishnets? Yes, he is. Whatever, I yelled angrily. He pointed his gun at the pink roses. These aren't roses. They suddenly looked at them with an evil look in their eye and muttered, well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. That's not spelled, that's MCR song, I corrected him wisely. I know, I was just warming up my vocal cordes. Then they screamed. Petulous Marengo mi cremically ramasio. For all you cool gothic MCR fans out there, that is a tribute, specifically for Raven. I love you, girl. Imo nato okeo. I'm so fucking lost. Oh, I am too. And then, the roses turned into a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air. And it was black. Now I know they want to prep. Okay, Gonta believe you. Now where the fuck is Byakuya? Chihiro rolled their eyes. I looked into the bowls of flame, but I could see nothing. Usi Gontata, Nakamaru said, watching the two of us watching the flame. To see what is in the flames? Haha, reviewers flames get it. You must find yourself first, okay? I've found myself, you mean, old man? Chihiro yelled. Nakamaru looked shocked. I guess he didn't have to shit, or else he would have said something back. Chihiro stormed off back to his bed. You are a liar. Nakamaru ni dai. This story is destroying mentally, yeah. Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put on black fishnets and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billy Joe Armstrong on them. I put my hair out all around me so I looked like Samara from The Ring, if you don't know who she is or a prep, so fuck off. And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lipstick. Black lip gloss. You look kawaii, girl, Mahiru said sadly. Thanks. Get it. Ooh, do too. I said sadly too, but I was still upset. I slit both of my wrists feeling totally depressed and I sucked all the blood. I cried in the bathroom and put on the shades so Kaede and Sonia couldn't spy on me this time. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magic creatures. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared and he looked all depressed because Byakuya had disappeared and he used to be in love with Byakuya. He was sucking some blood from a Monosuke. Hi, he said in a depressed way. Hi, Buck, I said in an equally sad way. We looked at each other for some time. The imposter had beautiful red gothic eyes, so much like Draco's. They probably bought the same color contacts. Then, we jumped on each other and started screwing each other. What the fuck? That came out of nowhere! I forgot! This is cursed. I forgot!
Stop it now, you horny simpletons!
Shouted out Yasuhino, who was watching us, and so was everyone else. Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw Gonta. You know Gonta loved Byakuya. I shouted, and then I ran around angrily. Just then, he started to scream. Oh, but you know, my scar hurts. And then, his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. Yeah, if this seems like deja vu, it absolutely is. There was a vision of a vision. No! I ran up closer. Gonta thought you didn't have Scar anymore. I shouted. I do, but Angie changed it into a pentagram for me and I covered it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and then I had a vision of what was happening to Byakuya. Makoto has him bondage. Special thanks to Raven, my gothic blood sister. What the fuck? We're supposed to write this. Hey Raven, do you know where my sweater has gone to class at all in this fic? Maybe once. Maybe once. Chapter 13. AN. Raven, thanks for glepping me again. I'm sorry I took a poster of Jared, but that guy is such a fucking, prep stop flamagging. Vampire and I ran up the stairs looking for Nekomaru. We were so scared. Nekomaru! Nekimaru! We both yelled. Nekomaru came here. What is it that you desire now, you despicable slobs? Oh, snobs. He asked angrily. Makoto Naegi has Byakuya! We shouted at the same time. He laughed in an evil voice. No, don't! We need to save Byakuya! We begged. No! He said meanly. I don't give a damn what Makoto does to Byakuya. Not after how much you misperceived. Fuck. Oh, I already rolled a character for Raven. Raven is Maki. I don't think I can do Nekomaru's voice much longer. He said while he frowned, looking at me. Besides, I never liked him that much anyway. Then he walked away. Vampire started crying. My Byakuya, he moaned. Ian, don't you think gay guys are, like, so hot? Gay guys are people. But this fanfic isn't entirely cast. It okay, I tried to tell him, but that didn't stop him. He started to cry tears of blood. Then he had a brainstorm. I had an idea, he exclaimed. What? What? I asked him. You'll see. He took out his gun and did a shoot. Then, suddenly, we were in... Okay, can I pronounce this one just because this is fucking funny? Then, suddenly, we were involved in... We ran in with our guns just as we heard a croon voice say, Alakadabra! It was... Makoto. Chapter 14. Fuck off preps, okay? Thanks for helping again. I'm sorry I couldn't update, but I was depressed and had to go to the hospital because I slit my wrists. P.S. I'm not updating till you give me 10 good reviews. Warning! Some of this chapter is extremely scray. Viewer expression advised. So there's no content warning for, you know, fucking, sudden fucking, depression. But there's a warning for extremely scray. We ran to where Makoto was. It turns out that Makoto wasn't there. Instead, the fat guy who killed Cedric was. Oh yeah, this is a new person. The fat guy who killed... Oh no, Akane is dead! No! Byakuya was there, crying tears of blood, and it's a new character, so you know what that means! Oh my god. Okay, that's a bit mean. That's a bit mean. Teru was torturing him. Vampire and I ran in front of Teru. Rid my sight, you despicable preps! He shouted as we started shooting him with the gun. Then suddenly he looked at me and fell down with a lovey-dovey look in his eyes. Just dot. But on her birthday, yeah, like what the fuck? It's just like he fell down with a lovely look in his eyes. Dot. He's in this, he is 16 years old, so he's not a pedophile. Okay. I don't think anyone here is a pedophile. You're all the same age. Huh? I asked. Ganata, I love you. Will you have sex with me? Asked Teru. I started laughing crudely. What the fuck? What the fuck? You tortured Gunter's boyfriend and then expect Gunter to fuck you? God, you are so fucked up, you fucking bastard! I said angrily. I then stabbed him in the heart. Blood poured out of it like a fountain. No! He screamed. He started screaming and running around. Then he fell down and died. I burst into tears sadly. Teru, what art thou doing? Called Makoto. Then, he started coming. We could hear his high heels clacking to us. So we got in our broomsticks and we flew to Hope's Peak. I'm just gonna replace broomstick with hoverboard. Got on our broomsticks and so we got on our hoverboards and flew to Hope's Peak. We went back to my room. Vampire went away. Then I started crying. What's wrong? Yeah, Teru asking for sex isn't out of character. What's wrong, honey? Asked Byakuya, taking off his clothes so he could screw. Fuck. Why? Why is there so much porn? Imposter came to my house at 3 a.m. Very sus. Watch until the end. He had a sex pack, get it, because he's so sexa, and a really huge you-know-what and everything. We've done that joke already. It's so unfair! I yielded. Why can't Gonta just be ugly or plain like all the other girls in preps here, except for Bloody Mary? Except for Mahu, because she not ugly or anything. Why would you want to be ugly? I don't like the preps anyway. Yeah, but everyone is in love with Gonta. Like, Kaide and Sonya took video of Gonta naked. Chihiro say they in love with me. Vampire likes Gonta, and now even Teru is in love with Gonta. I just want to be with you, okay, Byakuya? Why couldn't Satan have made Gonta less beautiful? I shouted angrily. And don't worry, Enabi isn't a snob or anything. Don't worry, Gonta isn't a snob or anything, but a lot of people have told him he's pretty. Gonta good at too many things! Why can't Gonta be normal? It's a fucking curse! I shouted and then I ran away. And stop flamming, okay? But away, you suck. From now on, every time someone flams me, I'm gonna slit my wrists. I'm surprised that, like, if this is serious, then I'm surprised that the author had any wrist left. Thanks to Raven for helping. Gonta! Shouted Byakuya sadly. No, please come back. But I was too mad. Whatever, now you can go and have sex with vampire, I shouted. I stormed into my room and closed the door with my blood-red key. It had a picture of a bug on it. Never mind. I started to cry and weep. I took a razor and started to slit my wrist. I drank the blood all depressed. Then I looked at... Y'all ever look at an old fic and wonder where the author is now? Quite a few times. So is the fanfic just Harry Potter with vampires and sex? Doesn't that make it better? At least the vampires. Oh, thank you. I put on a short, ripped black gothic dress that said anarchy on the front and broad letters, and it was all ripped and a spiky belt. Under that, I put on ripped black fishnets and boots that said Joel all over them with blood red letters. I put my ebony black hair out. Anyway, I went downstairs feeling all sad and depressed as usual. I did some advanced biology work. I was turning a bloody pentagram into a black guitar. Ah, yes! You know, standard biology. Standard biology. Suddenly, the guitar turned to Byakuya. Kanata, I love you, he shouted sadly. I do not care what those fucker preps and posers think. You're the most beautiful boy in the world. Before I met you, I used to want to commit self-oof all the time. Now I just want to fucking be with you. I fucking love you. Then he started to sing to Chronicles of Life and Death. We considered it our song now because we fell in love when Joel was singing it right in front of the entire class. His singing voice was so amazing and gothic and sexy, like a cross between Gerard, Chester, Pierre, and a bug. And don't you think those guys are so hot? If you do not know who they are, then get the fuck out of here. Ufk! I said after he was finished. Some fucking prep stared at us, but I just stuck up my middle fingers that were covered in black nail polish and were entwined with Dracos now at them. I love you, I said, and then we started to kiss, just like Hilary Duff. Just like he... Although I think I said that Hilary Duff is like literally Himiko Yumeno. Hilary... Just like Himiko Yumeno, I fucking hate that bitch. And a new character! Please don't be awkward. I guess it's Gundam Tanaka. And Gundam Tanaka and his Cinderella story. Then we went away holding hands. Sonia shouted at us, but she stopped because everyone was clapping by how sexy we looked together. Then I saw a poster saying that MCI would have a concert on Jabberwock Island right then. We looked at each other all shocked, and then we went together. And, you know what? Shut up, okay? Prove to me you're not preps. Raven, you suck, you fucking bitch. Give me back my food chicken. So, Teet, you're supposed to read this. Raven, what the fuck? Bitch, you're supposed to do this. But BCW, thanks to Brittany 5655 for teaching me Japanese. Oh no, I forgot. This is where it gets... This is where things go really off the rails. We ran happily to Jabberwock Island. There we saw the stage where GC had played. We ran in happily. MCR were there playing Helena. I was so fucking happy. Gerard looked even sexier than he did in the pictures. Even Draco thought so. Even Byakuya thought so. I could totally see him getting a Woody, but it didn't matter because I knew that we were the only true ones for each other. I was wearing a black leather mini dress and black leather platinum boots with ripped red fishnets. Byakuya was wearing a black baggy MCR t-shirt and black baggy pants. Anyway, we started moshing to Helena. We Frenched. We ran up to the front of the bend to stage dive. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. Here's what are you gonna do if Kirumi is in this? Cry, most likely. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the others. It wasn't them at all. It was Makoto and death and the remnants of despair. What the fuck, Byakuya? Gonta not going to concert with you. I shouted angrily. Not after what happened to Gonta last time. Even if it's MCR, and you know how much Gonta licked them. What? Because we, you know, he gadgeted uncomfortably, because guys don't like to talk about you know what. Have you ever met cisgender men? Like, okay, yeah, I guess considering that Drake, like, in this fic, Draco is bi, like, it's kind of a gamble. But, like, men don't shut up about sex. Yeah, because we won't... Yeah, because you know, I yielded in an angry voice. We won't do that again. Byakuya promised. This time we're going with an escort. OMFG, what the fuck / are you giving in to the mainstream? I asked. So, Gonta guess you're a prep or a Christina or what now? No, he muttered loudly. Are you becoming a prep or what? I shooted angrily. Gonta, I'm not. Please come with me. He fell down to his knees and started singing The World is Black by GC to me. I was flattened, because that's not even a single. He had memorized the lyrics just for me. Okay, if we had gotten Kokichi for the entire, if we had gotten Kokichi for the entire thing, that would have been a really fucking funny line. Okay, then Gonta guessed Gonta will have to. I said, and then we Frenched for a while, and I went up to my room. Bloody Mary was standing there. Hajime Mashiti, girl. She said happily. She speaks Japanese, so do I. Yeah! Everyone here is Japanese! That means how do you do in Japanese? BTW, Maki, that fucking poser, got expelled. She failed all the classes and she skipped math. And, Maki, you fucking suck, fuck you! This kid donated $3. Damn, Sakura and Maki are falling apart, aren't they? Yeah, they are. But thank you for the donation, I really appreciate it. It serves that fucking bitch right, I laughed angrily. Well, anyway, we were feeling all depressed. We would shit some gothic movies like Das Nightmare before Xmas. Maybe Maki will die, too. Kawaii. Koizumi Mahiru shook her head energetically, lethargically. What the... Oh yeah, I have a confession. After she got expelled, I murdered her, and then Sonya did it with her because she's a necky flack. What? Kawaii, I commented happily. We talked to each other in silence for the rest of the movie. Welcome to hell, Orion. I'm glad you could join us. Oh hey, BTW. Gonta going to concert with Byakuya tonight on Jabberwock Island with MCR. I said. Gonta need to wear like the hot set outfit Eva. Mahiru nodded energetically. OMG, totally. Let's go shopping. In Hot Topic, right? Yeah, so already getting out my special Hot Topic loyalty card, eh? No. No. My head spun up. What? My head split. I could not believe it. Mahiru, are you a prep? No, she laughed. I found some cool gothic stores near Hope's Peak, that's all. Who told you about them? I asked, sure it would be Byakuya, or Angie, or Vampire. Don't even say that name to me. Or me. Yeah, she just told and forgot about it. Yeah, it would be a lot of fun to have Hot Topic in Australia, but we do have Dangerfield. Nekamaru, she said. Let me call our hoverboards. Oh, FFG Nekamaru? I asked quietly. Yeah, I saw the map for Jabberwock Island on his desk, she told me.
Come on, let's go.
We were going into a few punk golf stores specially for the concerts on Jabberwock Island. The salesperson was OMG harder than Gerard, except not because that's impossible, and he gave me a few dresses. Okay, so this is a new character. How are you not dead from the Bray rot? Good question. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Sam's Sam's spamming a different link every time. And, like, they're a channel moderator. I've given them the right to, like, spam it. Dario Goffs? Me and Mahi lost. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many poses there are in this town, man. Yesterday, Sonia and Kaede tried to buy a gothic camera pouch. He shook his head and didn't even know they had a camera.
OMFG, no, they're gonna spy on me again!
Fuck. OMFG, no, they're gonna spy on Gunter again! I cried, running out of the changing room wearing a long black dress with lots of red tulle coming out of it and a very low cut with a huge slit. Oh my Satan, you have to buy that outfit. Rantaro really went, wow, Gunter, you're gender non-conforming as fuck.
Yeah, it looks totally hot,
said Mahiru. You know what, I'm gonna give it to you for free because you look really hot in that outfit. Hey, are you gonna be in the concert tonight? He asked. Yeah, Gonta is, actually. I looked back at him. Hey, BTW, my name's Gondada Darkness Dementia Tara Gokuhara. What's yours? Rentaro Mommy. He said and ran a hand through his black-dyed hair. Maybe I'll see you there tonight. Yeah, Gonta don't think so, because Gonta going there with his boyfriend, Byakuya, you sick perv. Yeah, because, you know, saying, hey, maybe I'll see you at the concert tonight equals, I want to put your dick I want to put my dick in you. I yelled angrily, but before he could beg me to go with him, Chihiro flew in on his black hoverboard looking worried. OMFG Gondada, you ought to get back into the academy now. Chapter 17. I said stop flimindustrio. If prep, then do not read it. You can tell whether prep, but taking my quiz, it's on my homepage. If not, then rock. If are, then fuck off. P.S. Willow isn't really a prep. Revan, please do this. I promise to give back your poster. Rentaro and Mommy gave us some clothes and stuff for free. He said he would help us with makeup if he wanted, because he was really into fashion and stuff. He's bisexual. I mean, the evidence points towards him being arrow-ace, but okay. Chihiro kept shooting at us to come back to Hope's Peak. What the fuck, Chihiro? I shouted angrily. Fuck off, you fajucking bastard. Well, anyway, Maki came. Chihiro went away angrily. Hey, bitch, you look kawaii. Yeah, but not as kawaii as you. I answered sadly, because Maki's really pretty and everything. She was wearing a short black corset thingy with blood red lace on it. Michael donated $1. Oh, thank you. This is better than most chat fics. Yeah, I agree. It still is. Sorry, like, the fucking beard has, like, pointy bits that are, like, sticking into my lip, and it's just a little, like, annoying. Chihiro has a gun and is yelling at people to go to school. She was wearing a short black corset thingy with blood red lace on it and a black blood red miniskirt, leather fishnets, and black pointy boots that showed off how pale she was. She had a really nice body with big bobs and everything. Big bobs but small boobs. She was thin enough to be anorexic. Yeah, a few years of starving on the streets for, like, for your assassin job will do that to you. So, fuck! I went back accidentally. Where was I? Where is it? Shit. Where was my place? There it is. So, are you going to the concert with Draco? She asked. Yeah, I said happily. I'm going with Angie. She answered happily. Well, anyway... Is Chihiro Bridge to Shimaro in this? I don't know. anyway, Byakuya and Angie came. They were both looking extremely hot and sexy, and you could tell they thought we were hot too. Angie was wearing a black t-shirt that said 666 on it. She was wearing tons of makeup, just like, me. Yeah, like, she was wearing tons of makeup, just like me. Byakuya was wearing black leather pants, a gothic black GC t-shirt, and black Vans he got from the Warped Tower. Bloody Mart was going to the concert with Dracola. I'm sorry, that was just funny. Bloody Mart was just funny. Okay, it's a new character, we gotta spin again. Oh my god. Mew! Nice! Dracola used to be called Mew, but it turned out that she was kidnapped at birth and her real family were vampires. They died in a car crash. Mew converted to Satanism and she went goth. She was with monodom now. She was wearing a black warped t-shirt, black jeans and shoots, and black hair with red streaks in it. We call her Dracula now. Well, anyway, we all went to Draco's black... We all went to Byakuya's Black Mercy bands. Get it? Because we're thick. That is dad. That is dad. Samugi gave him. We did pot, coke, and crack. Byakuya and I made out. We made fun of those stupid fucking preps. We soon got there. I gasped. Gerard was the sexiest guy ever. He looked even sexier than he did in pics. He had long raven hair and piercing blue eyes. He was really skinny and had an amazing ethnic voice? What? We marched to Helena and some other songs. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the other members. I gasped. It wasn't Gerard at all. It was an ugly, preppy man with no nose and red eyes. Everyone ran away but me and... Byakuya. Byakuya and I... What? It was... Makauto and Remnants of Despair. You moronic idiots. He shooted angstily. Gnata, I told you to kill vampire. Thou have failed. And now, I shall kill thou and Byakuya. No, please, we begged sadly, but he took out his knife. Suddenly, a gothic old man flew in on his hoverboard. He had long black hair and a long black beard. He was wearing a black robe that said Avril Lavigne on the back. He shotted a gun, and Makoto ran away. It was Nekomaru. Chapter 18. I said, stop flemmin'. If you do, then you're a fucking prep. Thanks to Ravenfell help and stuff. Urok. You're not a prep. Thanks for my suitor. P.S. The other reason Nekomaru swore is cause he's trained to be gothic, so duh. I woke up the next day in my coffin. I walked out of it and put on some black eyeliner, black eyeshadow, blood-bed lipstick, and a donation, apparently. Bottom Rumpus, Celeste, and Cyber read this fic and laugh. They cackle so hard. Yes. Thank you for the other donation. I really appreciate it. I need a drink. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna sip. There we go. Honestly, drinking something with milk in it is probably a bad idea while streaming. And a black, really low-cut leather dress that was all ripped and in stripes so you could see my belly. I was wearing a skull belly ring with black and red diamonds inside of it. The night before, Byakuya and I went back to the skull. Get it? Skull, because I'm gothic and I like death. Nekomaru chased Makoto away. We flew there on our hoverboards. Mine was black and the hoverboard stuff was blood red. There was lace all over it. Byakuya had a black MCR boom. We went back to our rooms and we had you-know-what to a Linkin Park song. Well, anyway, I went down to the cafeteria. There, all the walls were painted black and the tables were black too. But you would see there was pink paint underneath the black paint. And there were posters of poser bands everywhere, like Ashley Simpson and the Backstreet Boys. What the fuck? I shouted, going to sit next to Mahiru and Maki. Mahiru was wearing a black leather mini with a good Shralut t-shirt, black fishnets, and black pointy boots. Willow was wearing a long gothic black dress with blood red writing that was all lacy and came up to your thighs, and black boots and fishnets. Vampire... Who the fuck was Dracula? Dracula was Miyu, right. Vampire, Miyu, and Byakuya came. We started to talk about who was sexier, Mikey or Jared Way or Billy Joe Armstrong. The boys joined in because they were bi. Aren't they all? It's like, drink this if you're seeing this with your own two eyes. I don't have hand sanitizer. Like I'm in my room. Those guys are so fucking hot! Mew said, was saying, as suddenly a gothic man with a black beard and everything came. He was the same one who had chased away Makoto yesterday. He had normal tan skin, but he was wearing white foundation, and he had dyed his hair black. No, I think his hair is naturally black, but why is he whitewashing himself? Nekomaru? We all gasped. What the fuck? I shouted angrily. Gunta thought he was just wearing that to scare Makoto. Hello, everyone, he said angrily. As you can see, I gave the room a makeover. What chat do you think about it? Everyone from the poser table in Monotaro started to cheer. Well, we Goths just looked at each other all disgusted and shook our heads. We couldn't believe what a poser he was. PTW, you can call me Nekomaru. He called as we left to our classes. What a fucking poser. Byakuya shouted angrily as we wee to transformation. We were holding hands. Vampire looked really jealous. How much longer do we have to endure this? Good question. I think this is chapter 19 of 40-something. So we're nearly halfway through. Vampire looked really jealous. I could see him crying blood in a gothic way. Get it? Way like Gerard. But I didn't say anything. I bet he's having a midlife crisis. Maki shouted. I was so fucking angry. Chapter 19. I'm not, okay? I promise. And please stop flaming the story if... Yeah, okay, we're in chapter 9. This is chapter 19. I think there's about 39. So we're about halfway through. And please stop flaming the story if you do your fucking prep and you're jealous, okay? From now on, I'm going to delete your main reviews. BTW, Evan did a poor blood, so Dura, thanks to Raven for the help. This is fine. All day, we sat angrily thinking about Nekomaru. We were so fucking pissed off. Well, I had one thing to look forward to. Why's my phone going off? One moment. I'm gonna keep my phone by my table now. Because I missed the call. Alright. Sorry. Alright. It had been postponed, so we could all go. Anyway, I went to the common room, sadly, to cut classes. Byakuya was being all secretive. I asked what it was, and he got all mad and started crying all hot and angsty. Aren't sensitive bi guys so hot? Probably. Sorry, my dad wants stuff from my phone. No one fucking understands me, he shouted angrily as his black hair went in his big blue eyes like Billy Joe and Boulevard of Balkan Dreams. He was wearing black baggy pants, a black MCR t-shirt, and a black dye. Get it? Instead of tie, because I'm gothic. So he looks like a gothic nostalgia critic? What the fuck? I was wearing a black leather low-cut top with chains all over it and a black leather mini, black high-held boots, and a cross-belly thing. My hair was all up in a messy, really high bun, like Amy Lee in Gong Anda. Email me if you want to see the pic. Accuse Gunta? What about Gunta? I growled. But, he grunted. You fucking bastard, I moaned. No, wait, it's not what it fucking looks like. But it was too late. I knew what I heard. I ran to the bathroom angrily, crying. Draco banged on the door. I whipped and wept as my bloody eyeliner streamed down my cheeks and made cool down tears down my feces? What? Like Benji in the video for girls and boys. Raven, that is so our video. I took out a cigarette and started to smoke pot. I can't really see very well. It's completely valid if you want to gouge your eyes out. Suddenly Chihiro came. They had appurated. You gave Gonza a fucking shock! I shouted angrily. I shouted angrily, dropping my pot. What the fuck do you think you're doing in the girls' room? Only it wasn't just Chihiro. Someone else was with them too. For a second, I wanted it to be Tom Ridd or maybe Draco, but wanted it to be Rantaro or maybe Byakuya, but it was Nekomaru. Hey, I need to ask you a question, he said, pulling out his black wannabe gothic purse. What are you wearing to the concert? You know who MCR? I gasped. No, I just saw that was a concert that a lot of goths and punks were going to, he said. Anyway, Draco has a surprise for you. Chapter 20. Anne, I said I did not care what you think. Stop perflamming, okay, perhaps. Thanks to Raven for the help. Oh yeah, I'll be on vacation in Transylvania for the next 3 days, so do not expect updates. How the hell do you remember everyone's names? I honestly don't. Oh god, I forgot this. This has one of the funniest fucking lines in the story, but it's also one of the grossest. All day, I wondered what the surprise was. Meanwhile, I put on a black leather mini, a black corset with purple lace stuff all over it, and black gothic compact boots. MCR were going to do the concert again since Makoto had taken over the last one. I slit my wrist while I mushed MCR in my bedroom all night, feeling excited. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door while I was trying on some black clothes and mushing to Fang You for Damanam. I got all mad and turned it off, but sacredly I hopped inside it was Draco, I hoped inside that it was Byakuya so we could do it again. What the fucking hell are you doing? I shouted angrily. It was Sonya. I was allowed to say that because Nekomaru had told us to be careful around her and Kaide since,
No, actually.
Get it, Hal?
Can I please borrow some condoms?
She growled angrily. Yeah, so you can fuck Tiger, huh? I shouted sarcastically.
Fucker,
she said, going away. Well, anyway, I put on some black eyeshadow, black eyeliner, and some black lipstick and white foundation. Then I went. Then I gasped. Kaide and Sonya were in the middle of the empty hall, doing it, and it's a new character! I'm sorry, but I can't stand this anymore. Bye. Completely valid. This is a nightmare. Apparently it's also Akane. And Akane was watching! Oh my god, you ludicrous idiot! They both shooted angrily when they saw me. Akane ran away crying. They got up, though. Normally I would have been turned on. What? But both of them were fucking preps. BTW. Snake is moved to Monotaro now. What the fuck? Is that what you wanted? Condoms? I asked sadistically. See? I spelled that. Well done!
Only you wouldn't give them to me!
Sanya shouted angrily. Well, you should have told Gunter.
You dimwit.
Kaide began to shoot angrily, and then I took out my black camera and took a pic of them. You could see that they were naked and everything. Well, excuse me, they both shouted angrily. What was that all about? It was to blackmail you, I snarked. So next time you see Gunter doing it with boyfriend, you can't fucking rat Gunter out, or Gunter show this to Nekomaru. So fuck off, bastards. I started to run. They chased me, but I threw my wound at them and they tripped over it. Well, anyway, I went outside and there was Vampire looking extremely fucking hot. WTF, where'd Draco? I asked him. Oh, he's being a bastard. He told me he wouldn't come. Okay. This is absolutely cursed, thank you. Vampire said, shaking his head. You want to come with me to the concert? Then, he showed me his flying car. I gasped. It was a black car that it was a black car. He said his dog father. Actually, that's a pretty good pun. But it's a new character, so we're spinning again. Apparently, he is his own father. I knew it was possible for two characters to share a role, but I didn't think it would happen this quickly. He said his dog father, the imposter, had given it to him. The license plate on the front said MCR 666 on it. The one on the back said Ganata on it. I gasped. We flew to the concert hall. MCR were there, playing. Vampire and I began to make out, motioning to the music. I gasped, looking at the band. I almost had an orgasm. Gerard was so fucking hot. He began to sing Helena, and his sexy, beautiful voice began to fill the hall. Is there a way to remove names from the wheel after they've been taken? No, part of the fun is that if a character gets repeated, they stay. Like, it was entirely possible for the entire thing to be played by a single character. Very improbable, but possible. And then, I heard some crying. I turned and saw Byakuya crying in a corner. Canned Corn just subscribed, thank you. Chapter 21. And, fuck off. Fuck ooh, okay? Ooh fucking suck. It's not my fault if it's spelled wrong, okay? Cause that bitch Raverin cussed it. Fuck ooh preps. Whoops, soz Revan, thanks for the help. BTW, Transylvania rocks rad. I even got to go to the castle where Dracola was flimmed. Later, we all went in the skull. Draco was crying. Byakuya was crying in the common room. Draco, you okay? Byakuya, you okay? I asked in a gothic voice. No, I'm not, you fucking bitch. He shouted angrily. He started to run out of the place in a suicidal way. I stated to cry because I was afraid he would commit suicide. It's okay, Anabi. It's okay, Gonta, said Vampire comfortably. I'll make him feel better. You mean you'll go fuck him, won't you? I shouted angrily. Then I ran to get Byakuya. Vampire came too. Byakuya, please come. He began to cry. Tears of blood came down his pale face. I was so turned on because I love sensitive wife guys. If it were phone, then fuck off. Weren't you using gay slurs? Ah, Nuck! Welcome to the chaos! And then, we heard some footsteps. Vampire got out his black invincibility coke. We both got under it. We saw the janitor. That's a new character. Oh no. Mikan, I am so sorry. We saw the janitor, Mikan Sumiki there, shouting angrily with a flashlight in her hand.
Who's there?
She shouted angrily. We saw another new character come. Oh my god, is it Tenko? It's Tenko. We saw Tenko come. She went under the invisibility cloak and started to meow loudly. I forgot this is the cat! Okay, I've got a... Yeah, it's just telling me I've got a job appointment tomorrow.
Yes. Is anyone there?
Yelled Mikan Sumiki. No, fuck you, you preppy little poser son of a fucking bick. Vampire said under his breast in a disgusted way. Michael donated $1. I can't take imposter seriously, so a jelly bean alien gave Tsugami a car. Great. Perfect.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Who said that?
Yelled Mikan. Then she heard Tenko meow.
Tenko, is there anyone under the cloak?
She asked. Tenko nodded. And then... Vampire Frenched me. He did it just as Mikan Sumiki was taking off the cloak.
What the...
She yelled, but it was too late, because now we were ruining away from her. And then we saw Draco crying and busting into tears and slitting his wrists outside of the school.
Byakuya...
Wait, fuck. Byakuya, I cried. Are you okay? I guess so. Byakuya wept. We went back to our coffins, Frenching each other. Draco and I decided to watch Lake Placid. See, isn't that depressing? On the gothic red bed together. As I was about to put in the video, my eyes rolled up and I suddenly had a vision of something that was happening now. There was a knock on the door and a new character! Byakuya is Draco. I swear I forget. Mondo! Apparently. And Mondo and the mystery of talent walked into the school. And Stafu, prep, stop Fleming, okay? If you did not like it, fuck off. I know it's Mr. Norris. It's Raven's fault, okay? You suck. No, just kidding. Raven, you fucking rock. Prep suck. Oh no, I forgot. All day, everyone talks about the misery of talent. Well, anyway, I woke up the next day. I was in my coffin, so I opened the door. I was wearing black lacy leather pajamas. Then I gasped. Standing in front of me were Mahiru, Vampire. Oh god, I actually have forgotten who some of these people are. Vampire, Angie, Byakuya, Miyu, and Maki. I opened my crimson eyes. Welcome to hell, everybody! Let's do a rapid-fire round of all these fucking clothing descriptions. Maki was wearing a tight black leather top with pictures of bloody roses on it. Under that, she wore a black poofy skirt with lace on it and black gothic boots that was attached to the top. Vampire was wearing a baggy Simple Plan t-shirt and blaggy back pants and Vans. Byakuya was wearing a black MCR t-shirt and black jeans and a leather jacket. He looked just like Jared Way and almost as fucking sexy. Vampire looks like Jared Way as well because imposter. Mahiro was wearing a tight black poofy gothic dress that she had ripped so it showed off all of her clearage with a white apron that said "bih" and other swear words on it and MCR lyrics on it. Kind of like that one dress I had seen Amy Lee wear once. Darkness, who is another new character. Nope, apparently it's Himiko again. Never mind. Darkness, who is Himiko, was there too. She was wearing a ripped gothic black dress with ripped stuff all over it and a black lace up top thing and pointy black boots. So were 2 more new characters. Apparently, Peko and someone else. Apparently it's also Byakuya. It turns out that Himiko... Okay, wait. Turns out that Himiko, Angie, Peko, and Byakuya's dad was a vampire. He committed suicide by slitting his wrist with a razor. He had... No. They were depressed. They all got so depressed that they became gothic and converted to Stanism. Oh, trust me, I am completely fucking confused by this as well. FG, I yielded as I jumped up. Why the fuck are you all here? Gonta, something is really fucked up. Byakuya said. Okay, but Gonta need to put on Gonta's fucking clothes on first. It's alright, we have to go now, and you look kawaii anyway. You're so fucking beautiful. Byakuya said in a sexy voice. Oh, alright, I said, smiling. But you have to tell Gonta why you're being all erective. I will, he said. So I just put on some black eyeliner, black lipstick, and red eyeshadow and white foundation. Then I came. We all went outside to the Great Hall and looked in from a widow. A fucking prep called Himiko from Monotaro was standing next to us. She was wearing a pink mini and a Hilary Duff t-shirt, so we put up our middle fingers at her. Inside the Great Hall, we could see Nekomaru. I think that's Mondo? Mondo was there, shouting at Nekomaru. And it's another new character! More Immortal predicted Stan Twitter. I am so sorry, Pompadours. Kiyotaka Ishimaru was there too. This cannot be! He shouted angrily. The school must be closed! I feel like it's fitting that these two are together. Bark Lord is planning to kill the students. Yelled Mundi Owada. You are not fit to be the principal any longer! Yelled Ishimaru. You are too old and your Alzheimer's is dangerous. You must retry or Makoto will kill your students. Very well, Nekomaru said angrily. But we cannot do this. We cannot close the school. There's only one person capable of killing Makoto Naegi, and he is in the school. And his name is... Ganga Darkness Dementia Raven Gokuhara. Byakuya, Peko, No, it wasn't Himiko. The other one was... Byakuya, Peko, Byakuya, Himiko... Maki, Vampire, and Mahiru looked at each other. I gasped. My friend Monty? Chapter 23. Again. Dot the fuck up because we're just jealous because I got 10,000 reviews. Thanks to Raven for helping me about the books. Girl who rock, let's go shopping together. The door opened and Kiyotaka and Mondo stomped out angrily. Then Nekamaru and Kiyotaka sold us. Miss Kokuhara, what the beep are you doing? Ishimaru shouted angrily. Nekamaru blared at her. Whoops, he made a mistake, he corrupted him. He means, hi everybody, come in. Well, we all came in angrily. So did all of the other students. I sat between... Shit, who the fuck? Himiko and Byakuya and opposite Mahiru. Peko and Byakuya started to make morbid jokes. They both looked exactly like Vilvolo. I ate some Count Chocula and drank some blood from a cup. Then I heard someone shooting angrily. I looked behind me. It was Vampire. He and Byakuya were shooting at each other. Vampire, Byakuya, what the fuck? I asked. You fucking bastard, yelled Byakuya at Vampire. I want to shit next to him. What? No, I do, shouted. No, she doesn't fucking like you, you son of a bitch, yelled Byakuya. No, fuck you, motherfucker. She loves me, not you, shouted Vampire. And then, he jumped on Byakuya. No, not in that way, you perv. They started to fight and beat up each other. Nekamaru yelled at them, but they didn't stop. All of a sudden, a terrible man with red eyes and no nose flew in on his hoverboard. He had no nose and was wearing a grey robe. All the glass in the window he flew through fell apart. Himiko, that fucking prep, started to cry. Vampire and Byakuya stopped fighting. I stopped eating. Cute date ideas, bathroom. Everyone gasped. The room fell silent. Makoto. Gonga. Gonta. Darth Vader said evilly in his raspy voice. Thou hast failed your mission. Thou hast failed your mission. Now I shall kill thou, and I shall kill Vampire as well. If thou does not kill him before then, I shall kill Byakuya too. Please don't make Gonta kill him, please, I begged. No, he laughed crudely. Kill him, or I shall kill him anyway. Then he flew away cackling. I burst into tears. Byakuya and Vampire came to contort me. Suddenly, my eyes rolled up so they looked all cool and gothic. I had a vision where I saw some lighting flash, and then my kowtow coming to kill Byakuya while Byakuya slit his wrist in a depressed way. No! I screamed sexily. Suddenly, I locked up and stopped having the vision. Gonta, are you alright? Asked Byakuya in a worried voice. Yeah, I said sadly as I got up. Everything's all... Fuck, I accidentally hit the Windows key. I think I'm finally losing brain cells. Everything's alright, Gonta, said Vampire, all sensitive. No, it's not, I shouted angrily. Tears of blood went down my face. OFG, what if Gonta's getting possessed, like in Daring 2? It's okay, girl, said Mahiru. Maybe you should ask this brand new character what the visions mean. Apparently it's also Maki. I mean, that thing's like right on the curve between Hifumi and Maki. I'm gonna... It was right on the curve between Maki and Hifumi. I'm gonna say it was Hifumi. Just on the... Nah, never mind. It landed on Maki. It landed on Maki. We're doing Maki. Maybe you should ask Professor Harakawa what the visions mean, though. Okay, bitch, I said sadly, and then we went. Chapter 24. Anne, perhaps stop slamming the story. We're just jealous, so go fuck ooh, okay? Go to hell. Fangs Raven 4D help. Well, we had deviation next, so I got to ask Professor Harakawa about the visions. Konnichiwa, everyone come in, said Professor Harakawa in Japanese. She smelled at me with her gothic black lipstick. She's the coolest fucking teacher ever. She had long, dead black hair with blood-red tips and red eyes. Her mom was a vampire. She's also completely Japanese, so she speaks it in everything. She and Mahiru get along great. She's really young for a teacher. Like everyone in this fic, everyone's the same age. Hey. Hey, no slurs, please. Where am I? Alright, where the fuck am I? We went... Today she was wearing a black leather top with red lace and a long gothic black ribbed dress. We went inside the black classroom with posters of Emily the Strong. I raised my hand. I was wearing some black nail polish with black red pentagrams on it. What is it, Gonta? She asked. Hey, I love your nail polish. Where'd you get it? Hot Topic? Yeah, I answered. All the preps who didn't know what HT was gave me weird looks. I gave them the middle finger. Well, going to have to talk to you about things. When do you want to do it? How about now? She asked. Okay, I said. I love how it's just like, the class starts and she's like, oh, you need to talk? Well, no one has class anymore. Okay, class fucking dismissed everyone. Professor Harakawa said, and she let everyone go. Except for you, Himiko. She pointed at Himiko and some other preps. Please do exercise 1. Get it? 1 on page 3. Okay, well, gone to having lots of visions, I said in a worried voice. I'm so worried. Is Byakuya going to die? Well, she gave me a black crypto ball to lock in. I looked at it. What do you see? She asked. Got to say, he see black gothic skull and pentagram. Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. I looked at it. It was Byakuya. He was looking really sexy, wearing a black leather facet, a black gothic Linkin Park t-shirt, and black Congress shoes. I love he's, like, not wearing fucking pants. He's not wearing pants. He's just wearing... I'm just assuming that he's, like... Because, like, a tap... Like, isn't it called a faucet or a facet in America? He's just wearing that on his you-know-what. Okay, you can go now. See ya, cunt, said Professor Harakawa. Bye, bitch! Bye, bitch, I said, waving. I went to Draco and Vampire was sitting next to... And I went to Byakuya and Vampire was sitting next to him. We followed Byakuya together and I was so exhibited. Oh yeah, I think this is another one of those, kink, sex chapters. Stop flamming, okay? If you do not, then I'll tell Justin to bet you up. And I'll tell all that nerds to put virtues in your computer. Fuck oo. Fangs Raven 4 to help. I was so excited. I followed Draco, wondering if we were going to do it again. We went outside, and then we went into Draco's black car. Fuck. I really am losing brain cells, because I'm reading this thing as it is. I followed Byakuya, wondering if we were going to do it again. We went outside, and we went into Byakuya's black car. Gonta, what the fuck did Professor Harakawa say? Whispered Byakuya, putting his gothic wit hand with black nail polish on mine. She said she would tell Gonta what missions mean tomorrow, I grumbled in a sexy voice. He took out a heroin cabaret and spiked it and gave it to me to spork. He started to fly the car into a tree. We went to the top of it. Byakuya put on some MCR. My dad's right outside. And all the things that you never ever told me. And all the smiles that are ever gonna haunt me. Sang Gerard's sexy voice. We started tiling... Yeah, if you're... Please, again, block your ears if you're a minor. We started tiling off each other's clothes fervently. He took off my black thong and my black leather bar. I took off his black boxers. Then he put his trubbing you-know-what in my tool sexily. What? OFG, Byakuya. I screamed, having an orc scene. We started Frenching placidly. Suddenly, I fell asleep. I started having a dream. In it, oh god. Which is too shooting. In it, I was imagining racism. No! Oh my fucking god! I shouted in a scared voice. Gonzo, what's wrong? Draco asked me as I woke up, opening my icy blue eyes. I started to cry. Tears of blood went down my face. I told Byakuya to call Vampire. He did it with his black Lincoln Park mobile. But the worst thing was who the people were shot in the dream were. Tsumugi and the imposter. There's plenty of readings of my Immortal on this website, so it's not against their terms of service. Chapter 26. Again, prep stop flamming. Whoops. Prep stop flamming Sida's story, okay? If you do not like the story, then go fuck yourself. You're a fucking prep. You suck. Oh, why? And I wasn't being racist, okay? I don't know. The only black guy to show up so far was shooting 2 people. It's pretty racist. A few mutates later, Vampire came to that tree. He was wearing a black leather jacket, black leather pants, and a good Charlotte t-shirt. Hi, Vampire, I said flirtily as I started to sob. Byakuya hugged me sexily, trying on to comfort me. I started to cry tears of blood and then told him what happened. Oh, fuck it. Vampire shouted angrily. He, started to cry sadly. What fucking dick did that? Gonta don't know, I said. Now come on, we have to tell Nekomaru. We ran out of the tree. We ran out of the tree and into the academy. Nekomaru was sitting in his office. Sire, our dads have been shot. Byakuya said while we whipped some tears from his white face. Gonta had a vision and a dream. Nekomaru started to cockle. Ha ha ha! And how do you expect me to know Gonta's not divisional? I glared at Nekomaru. Look, motherfucker! He said angrily as... Wait, who's speaking? Look, motherfucker. He said angrily as Byakuya gasped. See is the toot of Crackter. You know very well that Gonta not decisional. Now, get some fucking people out there to look for... Fuck. Who the fuck? To look for the imposter and Tsumugi. Porto. Okay, he said in an intimidated voice. Where are they? I thought about it. Then all of a sudden... Long done, I said. I told him which street. He went and called some people and did some stuff. After a few missed tunes, he came back and said people were going out looking for them. After a while, someone called him again. He said that they had been found. Byakuya, Vampire, and I all left to our rooms together. I went with Byakuya to wait in the nurse's office while Vampire went to slit his wrist in another room. We looked at each other's gothic, derp-harassed eyes. Then we kissed. Suddenly, the imposter and Suddenly, the imposter and Tsumugi came in on stretchers, and Professor Harukawa was behind them. Chapter 77, Vampires Will Never Hurt You. Sorry, my brain's short-circuiting now. And, you know what? I do not give a fuck what you perhaps think about me. So stop flamming the fucking story, bitches. Thanks to Raven for her love and support and help. I love you, girl. Sauce I couldn't update. Lola, I was really depressed and slit my wrist and I had to go to the hospital. Raven, ooh rock, girl. Everyone in the room started to cry happily. I had saved them. Byakuya, Tsumugi, the imposter, and the imposter all came to hug me. The nurse started to give them medicine. I said chapter 27. Come on, Ganta, said Professor Harukawa. She was wearing a gothic black leader dress with a corset top and real vampire blood on it, and fucking black platinum boots. You would think that would make it very difficult to walk anywhere. I have to tell you the fucking perdition. I looked at Tsumugi. I looked at Tsumugi, the imposter, Byakuya, and Vampire. They nodded. Roll for the nurse. Alright. I don't think she's named or turns up again or even has lines, but I'll spin anyway. Come on, spin! It won't spin. Spin. The nurse is apparently Kamaru Naegi. She's just there. I smelled happily and went into a dark room. I had changed. Professor Harukawa took out some black cards. She started to look into a black crucible bowl. She said, Sakura, I sense Drac times are near. She said badly. She peered into the balls. You see, you must go back in time. She took out a time toner like Mahiru had. When Makoto was in Host Peak, before he became powerful, he got his heart broken. Now, do you think he would still become Makoto if he was in love? I shook my head. You must go back in time and seduce him. It is the only way. If he is still evil, then you must kill him. You can come to my room tomorrow and you can do it. Okay, I said sadly. We did Death's Touchstone. I went outside again sadly. What fucking happened? Asked Byakuya and Vampire. Yeah, what happened? Asked. Who the fuck was Darkness again? I think... Okay, that was Himiko, I think. Asked Himiko, Maki, and Mahiru? I was about to tell them, but everyone was there. They were celebrating Tsumugi and the imposter being fond. Everyone was proud of me, but I just wanted to talk to Byakuya. They were cheesing my name, and some reporters were there, trying to interview Nekamaru. A banner was put up. Lots of preps were they're obviously trying to be gothic, wearing the him sign on their hands, despite them not actually having heard of him. Even Mikan looked happy. A black and red cake had been brought out. Who the fuck were the twins? Peko and someone else. I'm gonna re-roll whoever it was, because I do not remember. I know it was a repeat, but I don't remember who. Kibo, apparently. Peko and Kibo set up some fireworks in the shape of skulls from the Hope's Peak shop. Roll for the reporter. Okay, fine. There's like the reporter is being played by the same person. Every reporter is played by the same person. And apparently the reporter is Gundam Tanaka. I put on my invincibility cloak with Vampire and Byakuya, and we snuck outside together. Chapter 28. And I said, stop giflaming my story. It was a miscat when Professor Karikawa said that, okay? Go to fucking hell, you suck. Thanks to Philly for the help. Riven, have fun with Kiwi. We went into a black room. The walls, oh, it's another fucking, it's another sex scene. I have no fucking memory of anything. We went into a black room. The walls were black with portraits of gothic bands like MCR, GC, and Marlin the Fish all over them. A big black coffin was in the middle. Red velvet lined the black box. There were 3 chairs made of bones with real skulls in them. I was wearing a black corset bar with purple stuff on it, fishnet stockings, and a black leather thong underneath. How are you allowed to wear that just out and about? I sat down in one of the chairs dispersedly. So did Byakuya and Vampire. Are you okay? Vampire asked, putting his alabaster hand on mine. He was wearing black nail polish. I was wearing black nail polish with red crosses in it. Yeah, gone to guess, I said sadly. Byakuya also put his hand on mine sexily. I smiled sadly with my black lipstick. The problem is, going to have to seduce Makoto. Going to have to go back in time. Byakuya started to cry sadly. Vampire hugged him. It's okay, Gonga, he said finally. But what about me? We're not gonna break up or anything, are you? Of course not, I gasped. Really? He asked. Sure, I said. We Frenched sexily. Vampire looked at us longingly. Then, I took off Draco's MCR shrift. I took off Byakuya's MCR shrift and seductively took off his pants. He was hung like a Stallone. He had replaced the vampire tattoo that said Gun Ginata on it. Black roses were around it. I gasped. He looked exactly like Jared Way. Vampire took a video camera. I had said it was okay before. I took off my clothes, then we were in for the rid of our life. We started fretching as we climbed into the coffin. He put his Spock in my you-know-what, and passively we did it! I love you, Gonga. Oh, let me feel ooh. I need to feel ooh. He screamed as we got into Orchestra. We watched Vampire, filmed everything perfectly. Suddenly... What the fuck are you doing? It was Kaide and now Yasuhina. I started paying attention again at a weird time. Yes, you did. Chapter 29. And Sidot das fuck up. Just jealous cooks. Preps a fuck. Raven. Rock girl. Thanks for the help. MCR rock 666. Oh my Satan, we screamed as we jammed out of the coffin. Kaide and Professor Asahina start to shoot at us angrily. Come now! Preacher Asahina yielded. We did guiltily. We left the room putting on our clothes. Kaide garbed the caramel and put it in her pocket. They mounted in a coffin. Is this The Sims 4? Most likely. Sorry, I got fucking disassociated for a moment. Yeah, Buster, what are you going to do with the fucking camera? Byakuya demanded, all protective, looking at me longly with his gothic red eyes. Look, Nekomaru knows your little secret, and if you will do this again, then you will go to... fuck. Then you will go to St. Mango's, so get back to camera. Ha ha ha, the mystery of talent thinks he is crazy. There is no way Day will believe him. Kaede laughed meanly.
Yeah, so shut your mouth, you insolent fools. So shut your you innocent fools.
Yelled Aoyasehina. She made us come into a weird room with white stones all around it. There were all these weird tools in it. Draco started to cry all sexy and... Sorry, Byakuya started to cry all sexy and sexative. Get it? Because he's a sex bomb, lol. Tom Felnut rules for lift, but not as much as Jared. Sex on legs, I love you, you fucking rock, marry me. What? He looks better with red eyes. Gone through a Byakuya. Yeah, I also want to drink hand sanitizer. I started to cry, tears of blood. It happens in Vampire Chronicles. Raven said so. Okay, so fuck ooh. Vampire took out a black handkerchief and started to wipe my red eyes. And then he and Kaede both took out guns using guns. They started to shoot each other angrily. None of the ballots got on each other yet. I took out my gun. Crucio, I shouted. Kaede started to scram. She dropped the gun. But it was too late. Both of them had run out of ballets. I stopped the curse. Professor Ayasahina did a spell, so did a thing, and we were chained up. She took out a box of tools. Then she said, "Okay, Kaya, I'm gonna go now." There's a lot of this that I'm not gonna be reading. She left. Kaede started to laugh evilly. Vampire started to cry. It's okay, Ganta, said Byakuya. Evergreen will be alright. Remember the video you took of Kaede. Kaede laughed again, and then she took out some whips. Chapter 30. Ayan, stop flamming the story, okay? You do not know what's even gonna happen, okay? So full ooh. If you flam it, you will be a prep, so all flammers can kiss my ass. Sus for saying Alzheimer's is dangerous, but that's the mystery's opinion, because society basically sucks. Thanks to Raven Rockbick. No, we screamed sadly. Kaede started loafing meanly. She took out a camera angrily. Then she came towards Byakuya. She took some stones out of her pocket. She put the stones around Byakuya and knit a candle. I'm not reading this. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? I shouted angrily. Kaede laughed meanly. This next sentence doesn't exist. She waved her gun and a knife came. She gave the knife to me. Let's stab Vampire, she said to me. If you don't, I'll come up with something else to do. No, you fucking bastard. I yielded, but then Byakuya looked at me sadly with his evil gothic red eyes that looked so depressant and sexy. He looked exactly like a pentagram, get it, because I'm a Satanist, between Kurt Cobain and Gerard. But then I looked at Vampire, and he looked so smexy too, with his gothic black hair. I thought of the time when we screwed, and the time where I did it with Draco and Byakuya came, and the time where I did it with Byakuya and Nekomaru came, and the time where Byakuya almost committed suicide and Vampire was so sportive. Kaede laughed angrily. She started to praise Makoto. She started doing an incantation, dancing around the stones, whipping Byakuya and Vampire. Suddenly, an idea I had. I closed my eyes and using my vampire powers, I sent a telepathic message to Byakuya and Vampire so they would distract Kaede. Nekomaru will get you. Draco Byakuya shooted. Yeah, just wait till the mystery finds out. Vampire yelled. Meanwhile, I took out my gun.
You ridiculous dunderhead.
Kaide yelled it. Just as stuff was happening.
Crucio!
I shitted! Crucio, I shitted, pointing my wound. What? Kaide screamed and started running around the room screaming. Meanwhile, I grabbed my black mobile and sent a text to the imposter. I stopped doing Crucio.
You dunderhead, I'm gonna kill...
Shooted Kaide, but suddenly Akamatsu came. Kaide put the whip behind her back.
Oh, hello, I was just teaching them something,
she lied. But suddenly Tsumugi and Professor Harukawa came into the room, and they and the imposter unlocked the chains and put them around Kaide. Then Professor Harukawa said, "Come on, Ganta, let's go." And I said, "Shut the fuck up, you queefs! Stop calling, Enabi, Ebony, Amarasu, okay, who do not even know what's going to happen, so fuck ooh. Thanks to my BFF Raven for the help." I always knew you were on your Makoto's side, you son of a bicka. Buffy Rocks 111. The imposter said to Kaide.
No, I'm not. I was teaching them something.
Kaide clammed.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, fucking yeah? I took some black Makoto serum out of my pocket and gave it to the imposter. He made Kaide drink it. She did angrily. Then Tsumugi took out a tape recorder and started playing it while she did curses on Kaide. Then Professor Harukawa and Kaide made a... Wait, fuck. Then Professor Harukawa and Tsumugi made us get out with them while Kaide told her secrets. Tsumugi took, who is it? Took Vampure and Byakuya to the nurse to the nurse Mikomaru after thanking me a million times. Professor Harukawa took me to a dark room. Now I was going to go back in time to seduce Makoto. Moving posters of MCR and Nirvana were all over. Mahiru, Himiko, and... Who's this one? Maki. It wasn't Maki again. Mahiru gave me a black bag from Rentaro's store. "What's in the bag?" I asked Professor Harukawa. "What's in the bag?" I asked Professor Harukawa. "Ooh, we'll see. You will see," she said. I opened the bag. In it was a sexy, tight, low-smut, black leather gothic dress. It had red corset stuff, and there was a silt up the leg. I put it on. My friends helped me put on black fishnets and black pointy boots Willow had chosen. Willow and... Fuck. Who's Willow? Maki. Maki and Himiko helped me put on black eyeliner and blood red lipstick.
"You look fucking kawaii, bitch,"
Mahiru said. "Thanks," I said. "Okay, now you're going to go back in time. You're going to go back in time," said Professor... Where the fuck am I? Where am I? I'm sorry, I've completely lost my place. "Okay, now you'll have to go back in time, said Professor Harukawa. You'll have to do it in a few sessions." She gave me a black gun. I put it in a strap on my fishnets, like in Redisnet Evil. Then she gave me a black time tuner. After an hour, use the time tuner to go back here, Professor Harukawa said. Then she and Mahir put a pensive in front of me. That means an entirely different... It's not just a misspelling in this day and age. Everyone went in front of it. Good luck! Everyone shooted. Himiko and Maki gave me Death's Touch Sin. Then, I jumped sexily into defensive. Suddenly, I was in front of the school. In front of me was one of the sexiest goth guys I have ever seen. He was wearing long black hair, kind of like Mikey Way, only black. He had gren eyes like Billy Joe Armstrong and pale wit skin. He was wearing a black ripped-off suit with Vans. It was... Tom Bombadil! Technically, this is a new character. Come on. It's Nagito Kamida! Actually, that's very fitting. I'm gonna keep that for, you know, in the past. In the past. I'm gonna keep it. And I said stop flamming. I know his name isn't Tom Bodil. That was a mistake. If you do not like the story, then you can go screw yourself. Ooh, suck. Hi, I said flirtily. I'm Ganata Gokuhara, the new student. I shook my pale hands with their black nail polish with him. The name's Tom. The name's Nagito, he said. But you can call me Satan. That's my middle name. We shook hands. Well, come on, we have to go upstairs, Satan said. I followed him. Hey, Satan, do you happen to be a fan of Grande? Since MCR and Evanescence don't exist yet. Dan, I asked. Oh my fucking god, how did you know? Satan gasped. Actually, I like GC a lot, too. Get it? Because GC did that song, I Just Want to Live. It sounded really 80s. OMFG, me, Gonta too. I replied happily. Guess what? They have a concert on Jabberwock landmass. Satan whispered. Jabberwock landmass? I asked. Yeah, that's what they used to call it in these times before it became Jabberwock Island in 2000. He told me alternatively. And there's a really cool shop called Topic! I finished happy again. He frowned confusedly. No, it's called Hot Issue. He smiled again. Then in 1998, they changed it to Hot Topic. He moaned. Oh! Now everything was making sense for me. So, is Nekomaru your prince, Bill? I shouted. Uh-huh. He looked at his black nails. I'm in Rotterdam. OMFG, Maganta too. I shrieked it. We'll go to this skull? Get it, because in Gothic, he asked. Yeah, that's why Gonta here. Gonta knew. I smelled happily. Suddenly, Nekomaru flew in on his hoverboard and started shredding at us angrily. No talking in the halls! He had short blonde hair and he was wearing a polo shirt from American Ogle Outfitters. Stupid goths! Satan rolled his eyes. He's so mean to us goths and punks just because we're in Rotterdam and we're not preps. I turned around angrily. Actually, got to think maybe it's because you're the Bark Lord. What the fuck? He asked angrily. Oh, nothing, I said sweetly. Oh, nothing, I said sweetly. Then suddenly, the floor opened. OMG, no! Gonta scream as Gonta fall down. Everyone look at Gonta weirdly. Hey, where are you going? Satan asked as I fell. I got out of the hole and it was back in the pensive in Professor Harukawa's classroom. Nekomaru was there. Nekomaru got to think he just met you. I said. Oh yeah, I remember that. Nekomaru said, trying to be all gothic. As for Sam, like, sending the links in, they're, like, usually a single person's link. They're a channel moderator, so, like, they have permission to do that. Fuck, who was this? Harukawa. Harukawa came in. Hey, this is my classroom. What the fuck? Gonse, what the hell do you think you're doing? I looked at her. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What the hell, What the hell, how? I screamed, forgetting she was a teacher for a second, but she's a goth, so it's okay. Professor Harukawa looked sad. I was drinking Makoto serum. She started to cry black tears of depression. Nekomaru didn't know about them. Hey, you crying tears of blood? He asked curiously, touching a tear. Fuck off, we both said, and Nekomaru took his hand away. Also, like, both of our pronouns are they, them. Please use them accurately. Professor Harukawa started crying in her chair, sobbing limpid tears. OMFG. OMFG, Gonta. I think I'm addicted to Makoto serum. And see you fucking preps go fuck yourselves. That's serious issues, so go to hell. What is the serious issue here? And I said, shut up. It's not my fault if you don't like the story, then you're a prep, so fuck you, flamers. P.S. I'm not updating until you give me 5 good revials, and this time I meant it. You suck. Thanks Raven for the help. I promise to help with your story, lols. Maki's addicted to truth serum. Medicine. Oh my fucking god! I shooted sadly. Should we get you to St. Mangas, bitch? Hell no, she said. Listen, Gonga, I need your help. Next Tim, you go back in Tim. Do you think you could ask Nagito... What? For some help? Sure, I said. Sure, Gonta said sadly. Gonta will go outside his door. Byakuya is there. He was wearing black GCT shit, which was his pajamas. Hey, sexy, I said. How'd it go, Gonta? He asked in his voice, and was so sexy and low, kind of like Jared Way when he's talking. Fine, I responded. We started to go back into the dorm. What the fuck? How far did you go with Satan? Byakuya asked jealously. Not too far. Not too far, lol, I borked. Will you have to do it with him? Draco asked angstily. I hope not too far, I shouted angrily. Then I felt bad for shooting at him. I said sorry. We Frenched. What happened to Kaide? I growled. We'll see. Byakuya giggled mistressly. He opened the door. Kaide and Sonia were there. The imposter was pokering them while staging them with a black knife. No, please! Sonia bagged as the imposter started to suck her blood. I laughed statistically. I took some photons of her and Kaide being torqued. Okay, I know this is men, but think about it, people. They exist, and that didn't happen. Anyway, Sadist Struck, has anyone seen Shrek Attack 3, lols? We took some of Kaide's blood, then Byakuya and I went back to our rooms. We sat on my gothic black coffin. My clothes were kind of dritty, so I put on a black leather outfit thingy, kind of like the one Suline has in Underworld. If you haven't heard of it, then fuck ooh. I put on some black platform high heels. Byakuya put on Desolation Livers by MCR. Oh yeah, yep, it's another fucking sex scene, god damn it. Why'd you put on new clothes if you're just going to take them off again? Then, we started to take off each other's clothes. I took off his shit, and he had a six-pack, lols. What the fuck? We started to mac out like in The Grudge. He put his wetness in my you-know-what sexily. I got an orgy. Oh, Byakuya. Oh, God's fucking God, Byakuya. I screamed passively as he got an eructation. He put it in flaccid? I don't know much about sex, but that doesn't seem very comfortable. I love you, Saganta, he whispered sexily, and then we fell asleep, lol. Chapter 34. And shut the fuck up, preps. Have you even read this story? You are all probably just preps and posers, so fuck ooh. Thanks to Raven for the help. I woke up the next day, in the coffin the next day. Byakuya was gone. I got up and put on a black tight sexa dress that was all ripped at the end. Fuck. There was red corset stuff going up the front and the back, and it came up to my knees. There was a slit in the dress, much like in Mr. and Mr. Simp. I put on ripped black fishnets and black Stilton boots. Suddenly, the imposter cocked on the door. I opened it. Hi, Jonta, he said. Guess what? You have to come to Professor Harakawa's office. Okay, I said in a depressed voice. I had wanted to fuck Byakuya, or maybe listen to MCR or Evanescence. I came anyway. So what the fuck happened to Kaide and Sonya? I asked the imposter flirtily. I fucking tortured them. He answered in a statistic way. They're in Toa City now, lol. I laughed evilly. Oh my god, it gets worse! I laughed evilly. Where are Draco and Vampira? I muttered. They are excused from school today. The imposter moaned sexily. Right now they are watching The Nightmare Before Xmas. We went into the office. Professor Harukawa was there. She was wearing a gothic dress, black dress like that was all ripped all over it. Kind of like the one Amy Whitley wears in this pic. And it's not linked. We'll never know what it was like. She was drinking some truth medicine. She took out the pensive and the time turner. Ganata, you'll have to do another session now. And also I need you to get me the cure for being addicted. She said sadly. Good luck, thanks. And then, I jumped into the Prinsive again. Suddenly, I looked around. I was in the cafeteria eating Count Chocula. It was morning. I was sitting next to Satan. On a table was a tall... it's a new person. It's a new person. You left for an hour. Yep. Leaving for even like 2 minutes can send the entire thing off the rails for you. Apparently this is also Nagito Kamaida. Everyone in the past is just Nagito Kamaida. On the table was a tall gothic man with long black hair, pale skin, and blue eyes wearing a suit and black Converse shoes. He looked just like a bug. I noticed. He was drinking a portent. Who he? I asked. Oh, that's Professor Kamaida. He's the portent's teacher. Ganta? Yeah? Fuck. Yeah? I asked. Did you know that a bug is playing on Jabberwock Island tonight? And they are showing The Exorcist. They're showing The Exorcist at the movies before that. Yeah? Well, do you want to go to the Contort and to movie with me? Chapter 35, Gust of You. And thanks to Susie for the idea. Ooh rock, fuck off perhaps. Thanks to Raven for the help, you rock girl. P.S. I'm going to end the story real soon, so fuck you. Oh yeah, and if you know any gothic names, please tell me, because I need one for serious. Thanks. I went into the conman room thinking of Satan. Suddenly I gasped. Byakuya was there. I grasped. He looked as hot as Ava, wearing black leather pants, a black Lunken Prack t-shirt, and black eyeliner. Byakuya, what the fuck are you doing? Huh? He asked. Then I remembered. It wasn't Draco. It wasn't Byakuya. It was the imposter. He still had 2 arms. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, imposter, I said. I'm Gonta's Gonta, the new student. Lol, we shook hands. Yes. Yeah, Satan told me about you. Lush. Hiromi, why is this fanfic rated R? Everything is hell. He pointed to a group of sexy gothic guys. They were sitting in a corner cutting. It was the... No, wait. No, Lucian is Tsumugi. Fuck!
Yeah, Satan told me about you.
Tsumugi said. She pointed to a group of sexy gothic guys. They were sitting in a corner cutting. It was the imposter. Oh, it's a new character, because, like, they are actually different characters, so we're spinning the wheel. What would you rate this fanfic? I said before that, like, I find this just a fascinating thing to think about. Chihiro Fujisaki. It was the imposter, Chihiro Fujisaki, and Kaide. All of them were wearing black eyeliner and black good Charlotte t-shirts.
Listen, I'm in a goth band with these guys. We're playing tonight at the Bug Show as backup.
Early, I asked.
Yeah,
she said.
We're called X Black X Tier X. I play the gutter. Spartacus plays the drums.
Spartacus plays the... I don't even know who that is. I think that's the imposter.
The imposter plays the drums,
she said, pointing to him.
Kaide plays the boss. And Chihiro plays the guitar, even though we call them Samaro after Samaro in the Ring.
Hey, bastards! I told them. They gave me Death Tuxin. Suddenly, I gasped again. But you don't have a lead singer, I asked. Lucian... Smoogie looked dull sadly. I'll randomize one. I'll randomize a singer anyway. Apparently, it's Kamaru.
We used to, but she died. She contempted suicide by silting her wrists.
Oh my fuck. Oh, Gonza's fucking gone. That's so fucking sad, I gasped. Who was the dad? It was Chihiro. It's okay, but we need a new lead singer. Chihiro said. Well, Gonta said Gonta in band himself.
Really?
Asked Kaide. I couldn't believe it. She used to be gothic. Yeah, we called Bloody Gothic Row 666. Do you want to hear me sing? Do you want to hear Gonta sing? Yeah, said everyone. So the guys took out their guitars. They began to play a song by, get it, cause by guys are so sexy, Gurnday. And then they play Boulevard of Broken Dreams by... Wait, Boulevard of Broken Dreams is MCR, right? Yeah, look at me, the poser who has to check on their phone. Hang on. Can I put it in as a voice? Which band performed Boulevard of Broken Dreams? Oh, it's Green Day. Okay, it's Green Day. I was a fool. But it wouldn't have existed by now, but you know. Oh, going to walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams. I sang sexily. I did not own the lyrics to that song. Everyone gasped. Gone to God. Will you join the band, please? Begged Smoogie, Chihiro, the imposter, and Kaide.
Okay.
Wait, no, fuck. Okay. I shrugged. Are we going to play tonight? Yeah, they said. But I knew that I had to get a new outfit. I walked outside wondering how I could go forward in time. Suddenly, someone jumped in front of me. It was... it's a new character! And probably one of the moments that, like, makes you think it's a troll fic the most. But it's also so ridiculous that it doesn't even seem like it would be a troll fic. It's Kyoko Kirigiri! It's her only appearance. Suddenly, someone jumped in front of me. It was Kyoko Kirigiri. She was wearing a black banana t-shirt and black baggy jeans. What the hell are you doing here? I asked. I will help you go forward in Tim and Ganga, she said seriously. Then she took out a black Tim machine. I went into it, and suddenly I was forward in Tim. Okay, so there was an update. I think this is the last one. Chapter 36. AN. I said stop fleming, okay? I bet probably old 70-year-olds. P.S. Porter sus prep. Oh yeah, and thanks to Raven for the help. Have fun in England, girl. I looked around in a depressed way. Suddenly, I saw Professor Harukawa, Mahiru, who's that one? Who is this one? The imposter and Byakuya. The vampire and Maki were there too. OMFG imposter, Gonta saw you and Samaru and Kaide and everyone. I can't believe Kaide used to be Gothic. Yeah, I know. The imposter said sadly. Oh. Wait, fuck. I'm fucking dying. Oh, hey there, bitch. Professor Harukawa said in an emo voice, drinking some truth medicine. Hi, fucker, I said. Listen, Satan asked Gonta out to Gothic Cornet in a movie, so I need a sex and new outfit for the date. Also, Gonta playing in Gothic band, so Gonta need outfit for that too. Oh my Satan. Get it, lol, she's Gothic. Gasp Bloody me. Gasp Mahiru. Wanna go to Hot Topic to shop for your outfit? OMFS, let's have a group cutting session, said Professor Harukawa. I can't fucking wait for that, but we need to get some stuff first, said Maki. Yeah, we all need some... Wait, fuck. Yeah, we all need some portions for Professor Harukawa so she won't be addicted to truth medicine anymore, and also some love potion for Gonta. Byakuya said resultantly. Well, we have potions class now, said... Maki said, so let's go. Fuck. We went sexily to potions class. But Kaide wasn't there. Instead there was... Mondo Iwata. Uh-oh. Hey, where the fuck is Nekomaru? Shut the fuck up, shooted Mondo Iwata. He's in Towa City right now with Kaide and Sonya. He is old and weak. He has cancer. What? Now do your work. My friends and I talked angrily. Can you believe Kaide used to be gothic? The vampire asked surprisedly. That's it! Mondo Iwata shooted angrily. I'm getting Professor Ishimaru! He stomped out angrily. My friends and I began talking again. I began to drink some blood mixed with beard. Suddenly I saw Chihiro in the cupboard. What the fuck are they doing? What the fuck are they doing? I asked. Then I looked at Byakuya. He was wearing tons of eyeliner and looked sexier than ever. Suddenly, Chihiro, what the fuck are you doing? He shooted. I looked around. Chihiro was putting something in my glass of blood. Byakuya and Vampire started to beat them up sexily. What? God, you were such a poser. I shooted at Chihiro. Suddenly I looked at what they were putting in the blood. It was amnesia portion. Chapter 37. Okay, everybody, I'm going on vacation on the 1st of July, so I'm either gonna end the fic or update it in weeks. Thanks. Oh yeah, and perhaps stop flaming this story. Raven, thanks for the help. See ya, girl, after vacation. Byakuya's point of view, lol. Vampire and I changed Chihiro to the floor. Oh, Gonta's fucking Satan, Gonta said. He was so hot. Maybe Gonta could use amnesia potion to make Satan fall in love with Gonta faster. But you're so sexy and wonderful anyway, Sasa, said Vampire. Why would you need it? To make everything go faster, lol, said Gonta. Sorry, my fucking throat is killing me. But you won't have to do it with him or anything, will you? I asked jealously. OMFG, you guys are so scary, said Himiko, a fucking prep. Shut the fuck up, said Maki. Okay, well anyway, let's go to Professor Harukawa's room. Oh, they changed to fucking the imposter's point of view in the middle. Byakuya, Gonta, and I went to Professor Harukawa's room, but Professor Harukawa wasn't there. Instead, Rantaro Mami was. Oh, hi, fucker. Oh, hi, fuckers, he said. Listen, I got you some cool new clothes. I took the clothes from the bag. It was a gothic black leather miniskirt that said 666 on the back, black Stilton boots, blood red fishnets, and a black corset. OMFG fangs, I said. Wait, fuck. Whom? Okay, who is it? Okay, I think this is... I think we're back to Gonta's point of view. OMG fangs, I said, hugging him in a gothic way. I took the clothes in the bag. Okay, Professor Harukawa isn't here. What should we do? Asked Byakuya. Suddenly, he locked a sign on the black wall. Oh my god, it's fucking Satan! I screamed as I read it. On it said, everyone, Professor Harukawa is away. She is too gothic. She is in Toa City now. Classes shall be taught by Nekamaru, who is back but shall not be principal for now. Sincerely, Professor Ishimaru. It's the sussy imposter. Why has gone to the main protagonist? Okay, so the thing we were doing was when a new character showed up, I would spin this wheel and it would decide who the new character was. OMFG! I shouted angrily. How could they do that? Suddenly, Nekamaru came. What the hell are you dogging my office? He began to shoot angrily. Suddenly, I saw Kyoko Kirigiri's black Tim machine. I jumped seductively into it, leaving Byakuya and Vampire. Suddenly, I was back in Tim. I looked around. It was... Who was Professor... Who was... Oh, no, wait. This was... Hang on. Wasn't this also Nagito? It is absolutely cursed. It was Professor Kamaida's office. I sneaked around. Suddenly, I saw the amnesia potion on his desk. It was black, with blood-red pentagrams in it. It was in the shape of a cross. Honestly, that kind of bottle, that actually does seem like it would slap. I put it in my pocket. Suddenly, the door opened. It was Professor Kamaida. Gee, what are you doing, fucker? He shouted angrily. I don't know, what the fuck are you doing? I shouted angrily. Oh, sorry, I was just looking around because I thought it was class, you said, finally hoping he couldn't see the potion in your pocket. Oh, okay, you can go now, said Professor Kamaida. Oh, okay, you can go now, said Professor Kamaida. You went to the con men room after putting on my clothes. I don't think these are my clothes. I don't think these are your clothes, Anabi. Fuck, I'm losing track of who is who. The imposter, Chihiro, and Kaide were there practicing Vampires Will Never Hurt You by MCR. Oh, hi you guys, I said seductively. Where's Satan? Oh, he's coming, said Sirius. BTW, you can call me Hades now. Suddenly, Satan came. He was wearing a smexy black leather jacket, black Congress shoes, a Slipknot t-shirt, and a black tie. Okay, Gonta will see you guys at the concert, I said, and then I went with Satan. I should have made notes. Chapter 38. Anne, what does everyone think if I end Ashrory and then I add some more to it after vocation? Oh yeah, Aston Frep, stop Fleming. If you do not lick the story, then take my quiz. Okay, then you will see if you're gothic or not. I wish that quiz still existed. Don't be shy, write down the cost. No, I will keep the whole cost right here, and then one day I will die. Every time you say MCR, I accidentally hear NCR. Satan and I walked to his car. It was a black car with pentagrams all over it. On the license plate said 666, just like Byakuya's car. I went into it seductively. Stan started to drive it. We talked about Satanism, lols, he was named after Satan, cutting, music, and being gothic. Oh my Satan, Gerard is so fucking... Oh my Satan, Gerard is so fucking hot! Makoto agreed as we smoked some weed. I'm not reading the thing in fucking brackets. Fuck that. This is Montero in a nutshell. It is. Lol, Gunta totally decided not to commit suicide when he heard Helena. I said in a flirty voice. Hey Satan, do you know the cure for when people are addicted to hope medicine? Well, he thought. I think you have to drink vampire blood. Suddenly, Makoto parked the car behind a black movie theater. Satan and I walked inside. We went into the movie theater. They were showing The Exorcist. In it, a boy and a girl were doing it. Suddenly, a serial killer came. Lol. I'm pretty sure that's not what happens in The Exorcist. I've not seen The Exorcist, but I'm pretty sure it's a different story. Satan and I laughed at the blood because we're sadists. While Satan was watching that movie, I had an idea. I took Satan's gothic Black M's Nightmare Before Christmas cigar sexily from his pocket and put some amnesia potion on it. I put it back in his black Emile the Strange bag. Satan turned around and started to smoke it. Black clouds with red pentagrams in them started to fly around everywhere. OMG! Said Satan, jumping up. I gasped because I was afraid he noticed. Gonta, guess what? I knew that the amnesia potion had worked. Amnesia potion hasn't been invented yet, so it won't work. Too bad, because I wanted to use some on you. Creepy. Cool. I raised my eyes suggestingly. And then, he took off my clothes sexily, and we started to make out. I took off his shit. What? He had a six-pack, just like Gerard Way. We Frenched. Okay, it's a new character technically, but she's only in it for a single line. Oh no. Excuse me, but you're going to have to leave. Shooted the lady behind us. She was a prep. Shooted the robot behind us. He was a prep. Fuck ooh, I said. Suddenly, I attacked him, sucking all their blood. None of it. No! He screamed. All the preps in the theater screamed, but everyone else crapped because Satan and I looked so cute together. Satan and I started to walk outside. So, oh my god, how did you do that? Makoto asked in a turned-on voice. Gonta is vampire, he said as we went into the car. Seriously? He gasped. Yeah, seriously, I said, drinking some beer. Yeah, Satan started to drive the car. I smelled happily. Oh shit. Michael donated $1. What are Congress? Am I a fashion knowledge idiot with fashion knowledge? I think they mean Converse, like, you know, the Converse shoes, but they fucking misspelled it. It's too bad we didn't get to see the rest of the movie, don't you think? Yeah, I said as we kissed passively. Satan parked in a black driveway next to the place where Draco and I had watched GC for the first time. We went inside where a bug was playing and started to mosh. Lol. Have you seen my son? Screamed Marlin on the stage. We did the devil fingers. I started to dance really close to Satan. He was so schmecksay. He looked at me all emo with his gothic red eyes, and he looked exactly like Mikey Way. I almost got an orgasm. Suddenly, the bug stopped playing. It's an actual character. It's an actual character with actual lines. I gotta spin. Oh, it's My Hero, apparently. I would like to present X Black X Tier X, she said. I ran on stage. Samuki... shit. Who was who? Lucian, the imposter... Samuki, the imposter, Kaide, and... Fuck! I've forgotten who the dad was, so I'm gonna spin it again. New father. Apparently the dad is also cute. and Kyoko were there. They started to play their instruments. I got on stag. You know, she never put her clothes back on. So, they're just on stage naked. Oh, it's Chihiro, right. Fuck. Well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. I sang. I do not own the lyrics to that song. My voice sounded like a pentagram between Amy Lee and a girl version of Gerard Way. Everyone clapped. Satan got an eructation. I'm not okay, I sang finally. Suddenly, Smoogie started playing the wrong song by Miss Stack. Who the fuck? I think it was just Chihiro. I think this was Chihiro. OMFG, yielded Chihiro. What the fuck?
Oops, I'm sorry,
said Smoogie. You fucking asshole! Chihiro shouted angrily.
You guys are such preps!
Kaide said.
Come on, it was a mistake.
Who the fuck was... Yeah, it's not his fault. Yeah, it's not her fault, said the imposter. No, she ruined the fucking song, yelled Chihiro. You guys stop! I shouted angrily, but it was too late. They all began to fight. Suddenly, Chihiro took out their knife. Wait, fuck, what the fuck happened? I'm trying to figure it out.
OMG, no!
Shouted Tsumugi, but it was too late. Chihiro tried to shoot off her arm. And then, I jumped sexily in front of the bullet. No, yielded everyone, but it was too late. Suddenly, everything went black. I don't want this to be... All the companies and characters are sussy imposters. Alright, I'm gonna like read the... I'm gonna like leave the fake chapter because it's not actually as interesting. It's not actually as interesting as everything else. I work up in Danorse's office on a special gothic cotton. Chihiro was in the bed opposite me in a coma cause Vampire and Byakuya had beat him up. Mikan was cleaning the room. No, it's fine if you can't take it anymore. I'm losing it too. Mikan Sumiki was cleaning the room. Oh, gone to Satan, what happened? I screamed. Suddenly, Makoto came. He looked less mean than usual. Get the fuck out, you fucking bastard! I yielded. Thou've not killed Vampire yet, he said angrily. Suddenly, he started to cry tears of blood, all selective. Makoto? OMFG, what's wrong? I asked. Suddenly, Tsumugi, Professor Haokawa, and... Fuck, who the fuck was this? The imposter. The imposter came. Mahiru and Vampire were with them. Everyone was holding black boxes. Makoto disappeared. OMFG, Gonta, you're alive, screamed Vampire. I hugged him and Mahiru. What the fuck happened? I asked them. Oh my Satan! Is Gonta, like, dead now? I gasped. Byakuya. Fuck, no. Gonta, you were almost... Who the fuck? Gonta, you were almost shot. Said the imposter. But the ballet could not kill you, since you were from another time.
But thanks anyway!
Said Tsumugi, holding out her arm. I gasped. She had 2 arms! OMG, Gonta can't believe Vampire's dad shot you! I gasped. Well, fuck. No, isn't he dead? What the fuck? I am so confused now! This is the worst thing I've done. I should have just stuck to reading the whole thing as it is. Yeah, he was really a spy. Sirius said sadly. He was really a she was really a death dealer.
And she was such a fucking poser, too. She didn't even really know who GC were until I told her.
Well, anyways, everyone taunted to give me presents. I was opening a black box with red 666s. There was a DVD of Corpse Bride in it when I gasped. Mikan looked up angrily because she hated goths. She actually just wants to be out of the house. Hey, has anyone fucking seen Byakuya? I asked gothically. No, Byakuya told me he would be watching Hose of Wax, said Professor Harukawa. He doesn't know that you're better. Anyway, Denor said you could get up. Come on. What chapter are we on? I think chapter 39 of 42. I got up suicidally. Samugi, the imposter, and Professor Harukawa left. I was wearing a black leather night gun. Under that, I had on a sexy black leather bra trimmed with black lace with a matching thong that said Gothic Girl on the butt. The butt of a thong! The butt of a thong! And sexy fishnets that kind of hooked onto my thong. If you don't get me the message. If you don't get the idea, massage me, I'll tell you. I put on a black fishnet top under a black MCR t-shirt, a black leather mini with black lace, and Congress shoes. I left the hospital's wings with Mahiru, Maki, and Vampire. FG, let's celebrate. We can go see Hose of Wax with Byakuya.
Let's go listen to GC and cut ourselves, 666, said Mahiru. We opened the conman room door sexily. And then, I gasped. Byakuya was there doing it with Kaide. She was wearing a black t-shirt with 666 on the front and baggy jeans. I don't know who's wearing that. You fucking prep, we all yielded angrily. Yeah, you betrayed us, shooted Vampire angrily as he took out his black gun. No, you don't understand, screamed Byakuya sadly as he took his thingy out of Kaide's. No shit, you fucking suck, you preppy bastard.
Wait, who's that? That's Maki. No shit, fuck you, you fucking preppy bastard, said Maki, trying to attack him. You rock, girl. I ran suicidally to my room. I sexily took a snake out. Stake out! Fuck! Gonta, no! Screamed Byakuya, but it was too late. I had slit my wrists with it. Suddenly everything went black again. Okay, so I think this is all the same thing. Yeah, here we go. Chapter 41. And to everyone who kept flaming get this life. I bet you probably don't know who Jera Wei is. You're probably all peps and poses. Anyway, someone hacked into me account in November, and they put up my last chapter, but now there is a new one. I'm sorry for not updating, but I've been really busy. I've been trying to finish the story before the new movie comes out. I'm going on vacation for months. I won't be back until about 2 weeks. OMG, Draco is so hot in all the pics for the new movie. I wanted them to put a cameo by Gerard Way. Lol, he should play Draco. If a flam, I'll slit my wrists. Revenue Rocco, have fun in England. Have fun in England? No one has fun in England. When I woke up, I was in a strange room. I looked around. I was wearing the same outfit I had when I performed with Black X Tier X. But she never specified putting her clothes back on, so she's just naked. It was the nurse's office, but it looked different. On the wall was a pic of Mahiru Koizumi. Just imagine that she is an 80s gothic band, okay, because she is more old than Panic at the Disco or MCR. There was also a gothic black Beatles calendar with a picture of the Beatles wearing eyeliner and black clothes. On it said 1980. OMFG, I'm back in Tim again, I screamed loudly. Suddenly, say it, and this is actually Voldemort.
Suddenly, Satan, this is actually Makoto for photo reference. Makoto was wearing a black leather Jackson, black tight jeans, and fishnet pants. He looked so sexy, I almost got Norchi. OMFG Gonta, are you okay? He asked gothically. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Gonta okay, for your information. I snapped sexily. OMG, is Gonta dead? Because I remembered I had jumped in front of the bullet from James from Gun. I also remembered seeing Byakuya do it with Kaide. I guess when I had slipped my wrist, I'd went back in time instead of dying. I knew I could go forward in time if I found a time tornado or the Tim machine. No, you're not dead. Satan reassured suicidally as he smoked a cigarette sexily and smoke came over his face. You're a vampire, so you can't die from a bullet. Come on now, let's go see how, fuck, who the fuck was it? I never remember who the fuck the dad is. The dad is just a different person every time. It's also Nagito. Let's see how I'm doing. I knew that the real reason I didn't die from the ballet was because I was from the future. What the fuck? Shoot, fuck, who the fuck? Who was it? I literally just spammed for it. Kamaida almost shot Tsumugi, I said indigoily. I knew that Kamaida had really been possessed, but I didn't want him to know that I knew. Yeah, I know, but he had a headache. He was under a lot of stress. Gonta guessed that's okay. He said, because Kamaida hadn't really shot Tsumugi. Also, I knew that Tsumugi would have 2 arms instead of 1. Fuck. I walked seductively outside with Satan. Suddenly, I saw a totally sexy gothic bi guy. He had bleached blonde hair with black streaks. I'm gonna have to who is this? Because this is a new person. Oh no! It's also Gonta! He was wearing gothic black eyeliner, a black Green Day t-shirt. It showed Billy Joel with blonde hair since it was the 80s. Black Congress shoes. And black baggy pants. He walked in all sexily, like Jared Way in the video for I know 3 ooh lick I did yesterday, and ooh could see a black tear on his face like the woman in that video. Hey! He said all quietly and gothically. Who the fuck is that? I asked angrily because I did not know him. This is Gonta, said Makoto. He used to be in X Black X Tier X2, but he had to drop out because we broke his arm. Hey Gonta, I said seductively, even though I was not trying to be. Lol, hi Gonta. He answered, but then he ran away because he had hair of creatures. He was humming Welcome to the Black Parade under his breath. I know that is not 80s, but pretend it is, okay? Bye, I said all sexily. That was Hedwig. That was Gonta. He used to be my boyfriend, but we broke up. Satan said sadly, looking at his black nails. OMFG, Gonta can get you back together. I said, fingering something I didn't know was in my pocket. A black Hute is what we aim for. Cydio iPod that I could take videos with. Does anyone else know about them? They kick ass. Okay, you can forget about class for now, Hedwig. Gonta going to show you some... You can forget about your class for now, Gonta. Gonta going to show you something great. I led them to the Great Hall. Come on, you guys. Tsumugi Tsumugi... I'm just gonna make it a running gag that this is James is a different person every time. Like, if it in between, like, changing scenes, they're just different people. Tsumugi, Mikan, forgot who the imposter, and Kaide were all into Great Hall. Tsumugi wouldn't talk with Mikan because she had tried to shoot her. Go fuck yourself, you fucking douche! She shouted at her. Byakuya is never going to be friends with Vampire now. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Yeah, go fuck yourself, Samar. Go fuck yourself, Mikan. Kaide agreed, but I knew she was lying because it had been her fault that Mikan had almost shot Tsumugi. Be quiet, you guys, I asked sexily. My plan was working out great. Now I could make Makoto good without doing it with him. Now Mikan would never die, and... Okay, Satan and Ganta, you guys can start making out, I said, and I started to film them with the iPod. Tsumugi should be a different person each time. Probably, but I actually remember, like, that. Cool, said the imposter as Makoto and Ganta started to make out sexily. We watched as they started to take each other's clothes off sexily. Mikan, the imposter, Kaide, and Tsumugi all watched because they were probably bi. I knew Kaide was bi. That's probably the most accurate thing in this fic. Oh my fucking god! Makoto! Screamed Ganta as his Glock touched Makoto's. They're just like pushing the guns together. Just dun 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 dun. But suddenly everything stopped as the door opened and in came Nekomaru and Mikan. And OMG, the new book is coming out really soon. I can't wait. I think that Snap will really be the same person as... Fuck. If they don't, then JKR is homophobic. Wow, there's actually 2 predictions that are correct in this. That, like... One is that, like, I think Harry is actually supposed to be a Horcrux. I don't know, I don't watch the series and I have no interest in looking into it. But also, J.K. Rowling is homophobic. No, I don't think Ibuki was in the very beginning. In came... Wait. I sat depressedly in Nekomaru's office with Ganta, Satan... this is another chapter, it's a new scene. It's a new person! You all jinxed it. You know that, right? You all jinxed it by going, I hope that Ibuki doesn't appear. Now she is here. Ibuki, the imposter, Kaide, and Tsumugi. Nekomaru was sitting in front of us cruelly. He looked exactly the same. He had taken the iPod away and was now listening to a shitty Avril Lavigne song. What the hell is this anyway? He cackled meanly. I hoped he didn't find out that I was from another time. Whatever you do, don't blame Ganta, you jerk. Fuck. Shit. I'm losing my voice. I'm glad there's only like 2 chapters left. Yeah, seriously, she was trying to get Satan and Ganta back together. The imposter said deviantly. Be quiet, you Satanists! Nekomaru cockled. If you're lucky, I'll probably send you all to Showa City. That'll teach you to copulate in the dining room. He changed the song on the iPod to an NSYNC song. Suddenly I noticed something strong about the iPod. It was slowly changing. Nekomaru didn't notice. You fucking poser. I muttoned. I bet you never heard of GC, Ibuki said. No, I knew what the iPod was changing into. Kyoko Kirigiri's Tim Machine. Shut up! Shut up, Ibuki! Byakuya's mom shouted. Yeah, shut up! Ibuki. Kaide said preppily. Who the fuck is Tom? Right. No, you shut up, Nekomaru! Said Nagito. I've had enough of you Satanists in the school! Shouted. Fuck, who the fuck? Shouted Nekomaru furiously. Suddenly, I grabbed the iPod from him. Everyone, jump in before it's too late! Gone to jump into it, but only one other person jump in. It was Satan. You dunderheads! Screamed Nekomaru wisely as we went. I looked around. I was in the monodem common room with Satan. I was wearing a black plaid miniskirt with hot pink fishnets, a sexy black MCR corset, and black stiletto boots with pink pentagrams on them. My earrings were Blake, Satan's sins, and my raven hair was all around me to my mid-back. Yeah, this fanfiction is fucking insane. Hey, cool, you know where this is? Hey, cool, where is this? This is the future. Dumbledore's iPad that he tried to take away from Gonta was really also Tim Machine. I told him. Cool, what's an eye patch? He whimpered. It's something you use to listen to music. I gacked. OMFG cool, wait, what's a 4-letter word for dirt? He asked in a sexy voice. Gonta guess sand? I laid confusedly. Yeah, I was trying to make sure you were still the same person. He triumphantly giggled. Suddenly, some of my friends walked in. Gee, you're fucking alive, said Himiko, wearing a black leather jacket, black baggy pants, and a gothic black from first to last t-shirt. I explained to her why I was alive. Konnichiwa, bitch, said Maki. She was wearing a black corset, showing off her boobs with lace all around it and red stripes on it. With it, she was wearing a black leather miniskirt, big black boots, white foundation, black eyeliner, red eyeshadow, and black lipstick. Hey, motherfucker! said Angie with her red hair. She was wearing a black t-shirt and black baggy pants. Oh god, this old fucking... Hey, who's that? Who's that, Janta? Mahiro questioned as she walked in wearing a black t-shirt with... Why is everyone wearing shit? With a red pentagram on it with lace at the bottom. Black letter pants with black lace and black stilettos. Oh, it's Satan, I told her, and she nodded, knowing the truth. Suddenly, Satan started to cry. Are you okay, Satan? We asked concernedly. Oh, gee, you're from the future. What if you don't like me anymore because we're different times? He asked. No, Gonta still like you, I said sexily to him. Okay, he said reassuredly. I let him listen to Teenagers by MCR on my iPod while I was about to go outside to find out some things. I gave Angie a sign to keep Satan occupied. Satan fell asleep. I took the iPod. I was about to walk outside. Professor Harukawa ran in. She was wearing a gothic black mini dress with depressing black stripes, white and black striped tights, and red Converse shoes. She was wearing lots of black eyeliner. Oh my fucking god, where's Byakuya? How did Kaide get back here? I thought she was in Toa City. Fuck, where am I? Oh wait, fuck, that was Gonta. Oh, Gonta fucking god, where'd Draco? How did Kaide get back here? Gonta thought she was in Toa City. Gonta, I was so worried about you, but I know you can't die because you're a vampire. Kaide came back because that girl, Himiko, freed her. I never liked her. She was a bad student. Maki said reassuredly. That bitch! Did she also free Chihiro and Sonya? I shouted angrily. I hated Himiko because she was a fucking prep. Yes, they are on the list at the school. Nakamaru is back. Mondo is on his way to help everyone. Tell everyone you see to lock themselves in their con man room. Maki said worriedly. Okay, but where Byakuya? How come he was doing it with Kaide? I don't know why, but I know he almost tried to commit suicide after he saw you almost kill yourself. Gone. OMG, that's terrible, I guessed. Satan was still asleep, so he couldn't tell what was going on. Then I said, listen, everyone, I have something impotent to do. Listen, everyone, God's have something impotent to do. And here, everyone stay. With that, I ran out. Good luck. Good luck, Sakura, everyone cried. I ran sexily down the starries into the great hall while the portraits looked at me scaredly. There was hardly anyone else in the stairs, and there was an atmosphere of horror. On the way, I saw Brittany laughing on the stairs. She was wearing a slutty pink t-shirt with flowers on it, a blue jean skirt Abercrombie, and pink stilettos. She looked just like a pentagram as those fucking preps Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan. You fucking bitch! I shouted angrily.
No, you're totally a bitch. Now Voldemort will, totally kill you.
Crucius! I shouted, selectively pointing my black gun, and she started screaming because she was being tortured, and I laughed sadistically.
No, help me, please.
Himiko screamed terrifiedly. I put up my middle finger at her, and I saw the video camera snipes that Kaide and Sonya had used to take the video of me. I put the tape of Makoto doing it with Gunter on it. Then I continued to round down the stairs with the camera. When I had reached the cafeteria, I saw Vampire Togami. Oh my god! OMG, Vampira, I yielded. We hugged each other happily. He looked at me with his gothic red eyes and spiky black hair. Around them were black eyeliner and eyeshadow. God, the Apple what the fuck is Apple? He was wearing a black leather Jackson, leather pants, a t-shirt, and his black Congress shoes. He looked more like Joel from Good Charlotte than ever. Did you ever hear the song The River? It rocks. I was so worried who died, moaned Vampire. Gonta no, but Gonta is Vampire, lol. When Gonta woke up, Gonta was back in 1980. So anyway, Gonta bought Makoto from when he was young with me. Where Draco? I asked spuriously. Draco, you mean that fucking poser who betrayed you? Vampire snarked. Wait, fuck. Where Byakuya? I asked spuriously. Byakuya? You mean that fucking poser who betrayed you? Vampire snarkled with anger in his sexy voice. Gonta no, but we have to find him, I said, smarty. I'll do it then, the imposter said angstily. Okay, I agreed. Suddenly, all the lights in the room went out, and then the dork mark appeared. Oh my fucking Satan, the imposter shouted. I think Gonta think Makoto has arrived, I said anxiously. Fuck, Gonta have to find Byakuya. Gonta think we should separate. Okay, Vampire said, diaper hating. Sadly, I ran into the Great Hole. I think this is the last chapter. Don't worry, we're almost there. Chapter 43. I think after this I will have about 2 or 3 more chapters. Thanks to all my reviewers, not Das Flamers. Wait, no, I think this is the second last chapter. We've only got 2 more to go. It'll be fine. We'll be good. It was empty except for one person. Draco was there. Sorry, Byakuya was there. He sat there in deadly Deadly Bloom with his black 666 t-shirt and blacky back pants. He had slit his wrists. I felt mad at him for having sex with Kaide, but I felt sorry for him. He looked just like Jared Way with his red eyes and pale white face. Gonta, are you okay? I'm not okay. He screamed depressedly. I thought of the MCR song and got even more depressed, because that song always makes me cry. I gave him a pot cigarette and he started to smoke it. Oh, Byakuya, why did you do it with that fucking bastard, Kaide? Byakuya began to say, but suddenly Sonya and Mikan appeared into the room. They didn't see us. Just sitting on the table, they didn't see a thing.
I'm so glad me and Kaide were freed.
Said Sonya.
Damn, this job would be pretty great if it wasn't for all the fucking students.
Mikan agreed. Pop Adeletum! I yielded angry, pointing my gun at them.
No!
Sonya shouted as chains came on her. Mikan ran away. You fucking perv, I said, laughing with depths of evil and depressedness in my voice. Now you have to tell us where Bakoto is, or Gonta going to torture you.
I don't know where he is,
said Sonya, suddenly. What the fuck, how long is this fanfic? It's pretty long, but it's almost over. Suddenly, Satan and Vampire ran into the room. Vampire didn't know who Satan was, really. Fuck. I'm losing brain cells, guys. Oh my Satan, we were so worried about you guys, Vampire said. I looked sexily at Byakuya with his gothic red eyes with contacts, black t-shirt that said 666, and pale skin like Gerard Way, Vampire with his sexy black hair and red eyes just like Frank Iero, and Satan, who looked just like Hello Kitty then. I selectively took the caramel from my pocket, and then I began Frenching Byakuya sexily. Sonya gasped. Byakuya began to take off all his clothes, and I could see his white sex pack. Then the Vampire took... Oh my god, I forgot there is actually a fucking orgy scene. Then Vampire took off his own clothes too. We all began making out together sexily. I took off my black leather bra, my black lace thong, and the rest of my clothes. Everyone took their Glocks out, except for me. I'm a girl. Well, I don't know about that. Everyone, don't you know? Men have guns. Women, no guns. Jesus Christ. Oh, my Satan, Drake. Oh, my Satan. Byakuya, I screamed as he put his hardness in my thingy. Then he did the same thing to Harry. I began making out with Satan, and he joined in. Oh, a mess, cried Vampire. Oh, Vampire, Vampire, I screamed. Oh, Satan, yelled the imposter and Fleischer. Sonya watched in shock. We took turns doing torture curses on her because we were sadists. Yeah, no, I'm on Sonya's side. What the fuck? Suddenly, a big black car that said 666 on the license plate flew straight through the windows, and Kaide was in it. Okay, this is the last one. This is the last chapter. This is the last chapter. We're almost there. Well, I have nothing to say but everyone stop glamming, okay? If any gothic people are reading this, then ooh rock. OMG, I still can't wait for the new movie. Tom Fletton is so hot. Well, I hope Harry will become gothic because my friend told me he is really emo in this book. OFG, I'm leaving W pretty soon. Can't wait. This will probably be the last chapter until I come back. And she never came back. That's my car! Shooted Byakuya angrily. But suddenly it was revealed who was in the car. It was Kaide.
I shall free you, Sonya, but first you must help me kill these idiotic dunderheads.
She said cruelly from the cars that flew circumemphasizing above us.
Gone to darkness, Dementia Raven, Gokuhara must be killed. Then the Dork Lord shall never die!
You fucking prep, yelled Byakuya. Then he looked at me sadly. I forgot to tell you, Ganta. Kaide made me do it with her. I didn't really have sex her, but she's a ropist. What? She had ropes? Look, I know what this actually says, but I think the misspells allow it to, you know, distance itself. We put all our clothes on quickly, except Satan. We were so scarred. But Satan didn't change. Instead, he changed into a man with green eyes, no nose, a gray robe, and white skin. He had changed into Makoto. I knew who that were all along. He cackled evilly and sarcastically. Mimi. Thunder came into the room. Oh, God. What is... Wait, no, please don't kill us, pleaded Vampire. Suddenly, Maki, Mahiru, Angie, Himiko, Miyu, Pako and Kibo, Chihiro, Hina, Nekamaru. We spin it again because it's serious, I think. This guy changes every scene. Mukuro and no wait, that's the imposter. Fuck. Never mind, it's Mukuro now. And Tsumugi all ran in. What is the meaning of this? Nekamaru asked all angrily, and Makoto looked away because Nekamaru was the only ultimate he is scared of. He did a thing, and suddenly his hoverboard came to him sexily. Makoto flew above the roof evilly on his hoverboard. Oh my god! Kamida gasped. Get it? Because I'm gothic.
The Dark Lord shall kill all of you. Then you must submit to him.
Kaide ejaculated menacingly? Like, oh god. Not reading that next line. I know a 4-letter word for dirt. Crustacean, screamed the imposter, but the sparks from his wand only hit Byakuya's car. It fell down. Kaide quickly crawled out of it and picked up the Cydio camera. Oops. Sorry, there's not much to do with my hand, so I'm just like, It's like, oh my fucking god, I cried because the video of me in the bathroom, the video of me dong it with Draco, and the video of Satan doing it with...
If you kill me, then these videos will be shown to everyone in the skull. Then you can be just like that gothic girl.
Well, did we ever... I think we never specified who Paris Hilton is, so, spin again! The last one! Most likely. And it just managed to land on Akane. She laughed meanly.
No!
No! I screamed. FYI, going to have the picture of you doing it with Sonya.
What's she talking about? What's he talking about?
Hang on, I got this.
What's he talking about?
Sonya slurped as she sat in chains. I saw too. She's gonna show everyone. Depict her. The imposter shouted angrily.
Shut up!
Sonya roared. Foolish ignoramuses. Yielded Makoto from his hoverboard. Thou shalt all die soon. Think again, you fucking... Think again, you fucking muggle poser. I don't even know why I said that. That's got nothing to do. Is that a paintbrush? No, it was a chopstick. I'm in so much pain right now. I can barely read it. The imposter yelled, and then he and Angie and Miyu both took out black guns, but Makoto took out his own one. You guys are in Latin standoff, I shouted despairingly. Echo Miyu's gun, cried Makoto, and suddenly Miyu's gun was in his hands. Now I shall kill thee all, and Gonga, you will die. He made lighting come all over the place. Save us, Save us, Gonta! Nekomaru cried. I cried sexily. I just wanted to go to the common room and slit my wrists with my friends while we watched Shark Attack 3 and Saw 2 and do it with Byakuya. But then I knew I had to do something more impotent. Abracadabra! I shooted. And that's it. That was the end. What's the postface say? That was the last update of My Immortal that I know of. I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope you never read something as awful as My Immortal ever again. On the contrary, I am sad that I will never read something so awful ever again. Because this is such a fucking fantastic fic. It is so horrible. And yet, it's something I am delighted to read and think about and analyze. So anyway, that was the fic. We made it. We made it to the end. Hello, everybody. We're at the end. If you're still here at the end, congratulations. I don't have anything to offer, unfortunately, except another thank you all for helping me reach 30,000 subscribers. I am very grateful for this. You don't know how glad I am to be at this milestone and in this position. I would like to thank you all for that. So we'll end off the stream with the patron shoutouts, and then we'll end off. Alright, so shout out to my patrons. Cosmolamp, Koizuno, Dethrita, Bordy Duram, Danganronpa Anxiety and Bankles YouTube, Mushi, Vanishing Welsh, Kevin Parody, Travis Fonseca, Leo Morone, Leafstorm, Uwe, Shujinko, Sad Bass Boy, Sam4733, and Michael P. I would like to thank you all for watching. Yes, I will put out a happy birthday post for Akane eventually. I was kind of tempted to cosplay Akane, but I spent so long on this fucking wig that I figured, nah, I'm just gonna go as Leon, because I spent so long on this wig. But yeah.